We are on the site of the castle.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
That's what you do. You buy these players that cost money and make a difference in it. But we never do that.
Never complains, gets up, gets on with a smile on his face.
You just want you to sit in your chair and go hip hip hooray for the Western press and the Western narrative. You dare dictate me the same old every single day. We're out this. If you haven't seen it before, please watch the first series, the first 2 episodes, the second series. Stallone.
Hi everyone. Sorry about I'm late again. It's George Scott's fault, you know what I mean? He was talking to me for an hour. I said, George, we've got to go on. So he said, oh, shut up, leave them. You've had it anyway. We don't know them. I'm only kidding. He'd never say that against anyone. I'm joking. Please believe me, I'm joking. Anyway, good evening, everybody. We're back to football, and this week, Chelsea. And Sean says, subscribe, share, and like, folks. Big up, Frank. I'll be on Thursday if you want me. Still recovering from this dose. Of course, the link will be sent out to you. I would have liked you to have come on with Georgie and I this evening, but Georgie and I will hold the fort as usual. Our George. Love our George. Everybody loves our George. Anyway, Big Venus. Big Venus. Remember when I first said that? And I said, I can't say that name, you know. But instead of the B, I thought it was a P. I was saying that. Anyway, it was a B. Big Venus. Anyway, good evening, Big Venus. Darryl, evening, Frank and chat. Like and subscribe for this great man. Thank you, Darryl. Thank you so much. And he says, Georgie and I will be talking about this, by the way. I honestly believe now Trent and Mo leave, Veg stays. And as Big Venus says, no way Trent goes, can't let a Scouser at this age, that age leave. Give him 400k a week if we have to. There you go. That's a proper comment there. Good evening, Frank. Hope you're okay, says Paul Turner. Bonkers LFC. Tuchel, England manager. Do you want it? I'm not interested in England. I've never been interested in England, honestly. I don't. No, I'm not bothered. I didn't even know that anyway. Darryl, he wants to captain Liverpool. That's his biggest dream. He's even said that, says Big Venus. Sean says, would have been lovely to chat with you this evening with George. I know, mate, because you're a big fan of George. I do know that. And I'm going, stay me old mate, Steve Mulholland. Rip Peter Cormack. Yeah, I'm going to talk about him as well to George, a fellow Scotsman. I called him even at my young age then. And I wondered if George would agree with me. I called him the Fred Astaire of football because he was so elegant. He just used to skate across the pitch. He was fantastic. Anyway, he says, Rep Peter Cormack, a very underrated. I thought he was great, Stay. I really thought he was great. Hey, Stay, I'm doing it. You'll be out there on Friday, so it's a waste of time telling you. I'm doing current affairs, what's going on. And I'll be doing tomorrow night, Stay, if you're not going out. Conspiracy theories. Are they spin? Do they spin the conspiracy theories to make you not believe? Just think that it's a conspiracy to believe. Francis, you change your mic. Why, Yusuf? Is it okay? Let me know right away. I'm ready to come on, Frank, if okay with you. Yeah, come on, Darryl, if you're in the right frame of mind, mate. Okay. It'll be nice to see you. And George, oh, bloody hell, this George. I'm so sorry. Didn't see him. Stay. Good job. I hope he never hears what I said that he's been talking to me. Oh, George, I'm sorry.
Spreading lies about me, Frank. Hey, spreading lies about me. I'm as quiet as I know. I won't keep you talking for 10 minutes, never mind half an hour.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry, George.
No problem. Try you're joking.
I know, but I was only,
Yeah. You're all right. How are you doing? Okay.
Yeah, good. And I can't wait for Sunday, to be honest, for the football to really start, George.
Yeah, we've all missed it, haven't we? We've all missed it. I'm not interested in the international games. They just bore me. I watched England the other night and it was pity-patty football. Apart from Trent's goal, which was brilliant. I mean, I didn't watch the whole game. I just watched highlights. But I'm not interested, really. Scotland's having a bad time, and that's got me down. We've lost every game.
I know. That's what I mean. And our players are there playing, and I'm terrified in case they get injured. This is the problem.
It's another one coming up in November as well.
I know. What's that all about?
I know, it's the same competition, I think, isn't it? Same competition. It's a pretty meaningless competition, really, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's just more money for UEFA. That's all it is.
Yeah. I know. That's all it is.
Yeah, look. Yusuf says, you sound different. Do it sound better? Oh, good.
Sounds fine to me, Frank.
What?
It sounds fine to me. I can hear you fine.
Thank you. No, even Jason said, Jason just rang me up there before the show and said, your sound seems a bit off. And
no, it sounds good to me from where I am.
That's good. And Yusuf says it's okay. And Sean says, love George, he's a gentleman.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
But he won't marry you, Sean. He won't marry you. You can love him all you want. He's happily married.
57 years. 58 years. Sorry.
58 years?
Yeah. 1966. The same day England won the World Cup, believe it or not. We got married.
I was jumped when I was, how old was I? 17 or 18. Broke my heart. This girl. And she broke me heart. And I went, I'll never go with another girl again. That prophecy didn't come true. Anyway.
I won the last one.
Look at that. Gonna order the book tonight. Yours, that is. George.
What's that?
Sean. He's gonna order the book.
Thank you. Funny enough, we just did a signing on Thursday. Gordon Wallace and myself, we were up at the Hotel Anfield, and with Red 1892, the memorabilia company, they get signings done. And I said to them I'd do it, but only for charity. So Gordon and I raised £1,200 on Thursday afternoon. £1,200, yeah. We were signing shirts, photographs. 18 of my books are signed, and they've all been pre-ordered. And we were there, and they did an interview with us. It's going to go out soon. Should be a pretty good interview, actually. Question and answer interview by a lady called Grace Merritt. She's very clever. Marcus Alexander runs the company. And next week they're doing Nunes. And the week before us, they did Jota. So we're in good company.
Oh, no, that's great. Especially raising Josh.
Oh, it's made up, yeah. It's for blood cancer. As you know, my wife had blood cancer 20 years ago and 15 years ago, and she was lucky to survive. So I decided to do my after-dinner talks about Shankly, and obviously the books come out, and I've been signing books and things. Raised about £20,000 now in the last 8 years for Lymphoma Research Trust.
That's incredible.
So and you know what? Back in.
Honestly, George, I've done loads of things for our charities.
Yeah, I never charge money. I always put it to charity.
No, and you know what? There shouldn't be charities. The government should be paying for it.
Yeah, look at Zoe's place. In Liverpool, the children's hospice. I mean, virtually forced to close. But despite the fact is, at least the Liverpool people are getting behind it now, and the local MP, and I'm sure we'll sort it out. But the government should be involved in those places. We've got one by where we live called Clare House, and same thing. They have to use volunteers all the time.
It's for kids.
Yeah. Terminally ill kids. Terminally ill.
Well, it's heartbreaking for this place. It's heartbreaking. And the government should step in and go, boom. Yeah. Yeah, they can find the money. Truly. And then, you've got Paul McCartney, who he gives a hell of a lot of charity in Liverpool.
Yes.
I know that for a fact. And, only for the cancer thing up in the Royal.
Yeah.
He pays for that.
A lot of the boys do that, but don't broadcast it. They don't broadcast it.
No, they don't. No,
they're very good with it. The money.
What I'm saying is, if he pulls out with that unit would shut down.
Yeah, that's right. The Paul McCartney cancer. That's cancer. Yeah.
I've been in there myself, the Linda McCartney unit.
That's right.
So, it's a great place, great people, and good on Macca, for their support.
Absolutely.
And Darryl says, Thursday I'll be on, Frank. Got a new computer. All right, Darryl.
Great stuff, Carol. Well done.
Got a new computer. I'll be on Thursday. Can you put me on? I'll come on now. And he says, no, I'll be on Thursday. He mustn't be able to work out the computer. Yeah.
He's great, Darryl. What a lovely man.
Right. Norman says, Frank, it was art. It was arts in heaven. Carlyle. Be that. Hang on, Frank, who art in heaven, be thy name. Thy will be Cyril done on earth as it is in Roy Evans. Forgive those who sin us against forever and ever, Anfield.
Oh, very clever, Norman. Very clever.
What's that all about?
That's the Lord's Prayer.
Frank, who art in heaven. Anyway, carries on by saying, that Lord Frank, that's the Lord. Yeah, I know. George has just said. I say that every night, actually. Let's see what the lads are saying. Good evening, George. Hope you and your wife are okay, says Paul Turner.
We both are. Thanks, Paul. Thank you so much.
And Darryl says, love my book, George. I'm halfway through it. Love it.
Good stuff. Yeah. Send one down to him.
And hello, Frank and George.
Hello, Norman.
And when you said about Scotland not fair and well, he says Ireland's are no better either.
No, Wales are doing okay.
Big Venus. These next set of fixtures are so exciting, no matter how hard it might be, win or lose. let's just go for it with no regret.
Yeah.
Up the Reds, absolutely. That's
I think we normally do better against these big teams, Chelsea and the likes. When they come to Anfield, we get up for those games.
Solo P1. How's it going, lads? We're going all right, Solo. We're going okay, mate. And as Paul said, the Nations League is a joke.
Yeah.
Our love can never be, George. Our love can never be, George. Fair play to you and the length of your marriage. That's some good going.
Yes. For my other half, it is.
Do you know why? When you show pictures that time on Facebook a couple of years ago, when you were on your cruise,
Yes.
and you look so relaxed.
Yeah,
So
I needed to be relaxed then because that's when I was going through the
I know.
and all sorts. Yeah.
I know. And, I even said to myself, I said, that's great. He's looking like that's all I said, so relaxed, so calm. And you were, George. You were. That's great.
Yeah, it's great.
I saw that. I got a Jurgen Klopp cap from them. Who's that?
Yeah, cap. Oh, I'd be talking about the signing, 1891. He must have got a cap signed by the Marcus.
Yeah. Sideline, Jason needs your email. He needs it. He's the producer. He brings you on. I can't bring you on. So if you can get your email to him somehow, I'll have you on. Anytime. So try and get your email to Jason. Go on the description and you'll be able to catch him. I got my tickets for Villa game in Annie Road stand, says Darryl. Very good.
Oh, great. Might be able to meet up, Darryl, when you come up.
That's great, that. I don't know you got them, because I've been trying to, Francine has, trying to get tickets. I want tickets for the Real Madrid game.
That would be good. You can get those.
Francine said to me, Dad, I said, what? She knew that I was always a Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, I'm going to the Billy Joel one.
You're going to Billy Joel. Funny enough, I was
bought me Christmas present. That's my Christmas present. Go with them.
Well, anyway, I said to Francine, I said, Billy Joel's more for the girls, more, whereas Bruce is more for the fellas like myself,
Yeah, he's great.
She said, Dad, we're going. I said, oh, great. She said, but you owe me the money for it. And I went, oh, okay. I said, I'll buy you yours as well. 300 quid.
Yeah, no, they're not cheap. They're not cheap, are they? Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I've seen Billy Joel in the past. I've never seen Bruce Springsteen, but I love him. He's great.
Oh, I love the boss. Love him.
Nice to get a bit for that. Scramble one.
Yeah. I think the prices we pay. But he's doing an extra show as well at Anfield.
Oh, is he? Oh, well, that gives you more of a chance to get.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's got them.
That's brilliant.
She said,
I love that. That's fantastic. It's a great atmosphere at Anfield, these concerts, aren't they?
I went to see years ago Paul McCartney. I was there.
Yeah, he was fantastic, I believe. Yeah, he is fantastic anyway. Even now. Even now, he's still fantastic.
He was singing Live and Let Die.
Oh, it's fantastic. I've seen it. I've seen a video.
Fireworks go off.
I've seen a video of him in Red Square in Russia.
Oh, yeah.
To the crowd. Putin was in the front row.
Yeah.
And it was
they love them. They love the Beatles over there. I used to have, my ordinary show. Can't get it anymore because she's Siberian. She's a Russian. She's a Russian interpreter. She's been to Olympics. She's been, like the World Cup interpreting She's a fantastic person, and she's a good friend of mine. Anyway, she said, I miss Liverpool so much. She's a big Beatle fan. And what has happened when the Soviet Union was on, she was working in a hospital. Right, she was working in a hospital. I don't know what I think she is a doctor, medical. Anyway, what has happened? These doctors, X-ray department, they used to go to the X-ray department, take off, acetates that weren't used, and they used to get imprinted the Beatles music, and it was like a vinyl long player, if you know what I mean, LP. Incredible. That's how they used to listen. Underground.
Yeah, I love them. Yeah, that concert was amazing. The crowd was unbelievable. Middle of it.
Yeah, I've seen the video actually. I've seen the video.
Back in the USSR, sang that as well, and all the big hits.
Yes,
Wings and the Beatles. Yeah.
Yes, I've seen it. And St. Basil's behind.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the one.
The most iconic cathedral in the world. It is really.
There's some brilliant buildings over there. Brilliant. We went to St. Petersburg a few years ago. Amazing.
Oh, look at that. Guys, I love this channel. True Reds. I would love you guys on my WhatsApp. Yeah. Solo.
Who's that?
It's Solo P1. I don't know who he is, Solo. So he must have been watching us. He must have been watching us. See, you're a big star, you see, George. They all want you.
Solo P1.
So get hold of us, Solo, and see what we can do. The 727 subs need to get more, folks. Share it about You'll Never Walk Alone, says Sean the Doc. Thank you, Sean. Oh, there's Red Dew. You know how Red Dew changed his name from Redbird, don't you?
No, I didn't know he changed his name from Redbird.
Yeah, because Why's got Dew there. Why's got Dew there.
I did know that, yeah.
He has something wrong, and bang, this nurse saved his life.
I remember, he said that last week, I remember.
Isn't that beautiful for him to do that?
Yes. Well,
I think it's one of the greatest gestures I've heard this year alone.
You get such tremendous treatment from these people.
Yeah. And IBR, even in Franco and Giorgino.
Giorgio.
That crazy. Giorgino.
That would have been my Italian name.
I'll be Franco Baresi. Jared's he's always called me for years. Baresi. Always called me Baresi. Lord Frank and Father George in the Church of Anfield. God, blimey, they had it.
Bless you, myself.
And Sean the Doctor is the fixtures from now till December the 1st will be a massive test for Slot and the team. I want to get back to what one of the lads said. And I think it was Darryl who said, I think the other fella, Trent and Mo, will be leaving and Virg staying. What's your take on that?
Well, we just don't know, do we? That's the problem. We don't know. There's nothing coming out. It's all innuendo and rumor, and everybody makes their own decision by what they see, body language and things. I mean, Mo's body language is pretty good. Trent's involved in the England squad now with the lad from Real Madrid, and God knows what he's whispering in his ear. I don't know what Trent's motivation is. I would hope that his motivation is what somebody said earlier, to be captain of the team, to stay here as a scouser and play his career at Anfield, especially maybe for the next 2 or 3 years at least, and win some trophies with us and lead us to success rather than shove off to Madrid. I mean, everybody can't go to Madrid. They all seem to be going there. I mean, so he's going to get a shell of money. If he goes for nothing, then he's is going to be in the big money, really, and Liverpool are going to be the losers. So I think I've said before, I think it's awful that we're in this position. That Liverpool are now in a position with 3-star players, the theme of our team already in could go at the end of the year. Don't forget, you can make a decision 1st of January.
Yeah.
Because it's only Christmas. We're going to go.
They're on free as soon as January the 1st come on. They're on a free.
Well, that's right. So they make a decision then. Advise the club to go, and that's it. So,
but George, don't you think that it's worrying for us fans?
Absolutely, it's worrying. They're the 3 best players we've got. You know, I mean, the strength of the team. 3 of the best players, anyway. I'm not saying the 3 best players, but the 3 absolutely essential.
No, they're the spine, George. They are the spine of the team.
Spine of the team, yeah, they are. You know, and you can't afford to lose players like that. It's a disgrace that we've allowed this to happen, really. There's no foresight. Nobody's foreseen this happening, it seems to me. All this stuff with Jurgen leaving and all the people with Hughes coming back and Edwards coming back, it all seems to have slipped under the radar. And now we're left with a situation whereby we've got about, 300 million worth of players ready to go for nothing.
But there again, what you've got also is other fans, saying our lads here, are blaming Klopp for it. Saying he should have sorted it. Hang on a minute.
No. He was busy getting on with the job of managing the team and trying to win trophies and everything. It's down to the people in charge of the club to sort those sort of contracts. I mean, the has got nothing to do with contracts now. Klopp's position is just a coach.
Yeah.
He doesn't get involved other than giving maybe a little bit of advice or saying, yeah, I'm happy with that guy. I mean, look what happened in January. We only got 1 player, Chelsea, 11 million. You know, so, you know, we need to start thinking a bit bigger now and towards the end of the season when this new transfer window opens up. Far from letting good players go, we should be bringing a couple in.
Yes.
So I don't know, Frank. I don't know. I know you think they'll all sign. You were saying they'll all sign and will be like 3 new players. I hope you're right. I hope that comes out to be the case.
Well, I've said that. See, we've got to discuss like what people are thinking about. You know what they come out with, like Daryl, and
all the lads in the chat have got their own opinions, and it's right we should hear them what they have to say. Because they're the true fans. They're the people that pay the players' wages, the supporters, and they don't need to be left out of anything. They should know. We should know what's going on. The club needs to get out and try and get some sort of clarity on this.
I think we should, because it is worrying. For fans, I'm convinced that they're going to sign.
Well, if we do well in the next few games, Frank, if we beat Chelsea, get a good result against Arsenal, City and Madrid, I think the whole thing will move up and I think they will sign. But if we lose a couple of them games, I mean, a little bit of a downer, that could affect it as well. It's a big period coming up this next 6 weeks.
And Norman says, Frank and George, Cole Palmer likes to play on the right wing cutting in. Would you play Gomez at left back to negate him? Because Benitez did that with Arbeloa on Messi in 2007 and it worked. I didn't mind Arbeloa, actually. I thought he was all right.
Yeah, he was a pretty good player. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about playing Gomez from the start.
I don't know. I think you need...
I think we should play our strongest team.
I think, strongest. And he's got his strongest there.
Get out there and attack them. We're at Anfield against Chelsea. We don't usually lose to them. We should have beat Arsenal last year, even when we got that penalty disallowed when he was handled the ball in the box. We'd have won that. So, I mean, I don't fear those teams. I think if we're at our best, we can take them. But they're going to be tough games because they're good sides, especially Arsenal.
But you saying there, George, that you've been happily married for 57 years. Sean says, I'm like Richard Gere in Runaway Bride. I can put a ring on it, but can't get them down the aisle.
Oh, well, I can't give you any advice, really. I was just lucky.
Maybe she should come in and sit on the chair and give him some advice. Your wife.
If you read my book, you'll find out how I met her.
That's a cracker. That. And the sideline says, okay, will do, Frank. Good man. Good man. Like you on here. Like it on here. Palmer is left-footed, so he likes cutting in from the right side.
He's a good player.
Have you heard that? I don't know what German team that we heard. I think it's another. I don't know what he is. Mahmoud or somebody. He plays in Germany, and they're saying that he's the replacement for Mo Salah. Now that frightened me a little.
There's no replacement for Mo Salah at the moment. There's nobody as good as him.
No. That's what I heard. And the vlogs, another international break in November. Are they having a laugh, Frank?
Yeah.
The busiest time for fixtures was January. Now it's October, November, December, and January. Nobody
moaned. The manager's getting teased off with it now. Far too many games.
It's nonsense. And even the Red Jew, he's laughing at Sean about the aisle. And Daryl says, it's Saturday evening game, George, 8 p.m. I got them from my friend. He can't go. Isn't that lovely?
Very nice. That's brilliant. I like that, Daryl. That's great. A good game, that.
I wonder if he's bringing Austin or his dad. That's
Half past 5 kickoff, yeah, probably.
Yeah. And Norman says, I'm going to see Billy Joel, George.
Yeah, and me.
It's weird, isn't it? How there are a lot more right-footed players than left-footed. I wonder why that is, says the blogs.
Yeah, it is weird, yeah.
Well, I used to play football. I was a left-footer.
Yeah, I was both. I could use both equal.
No, you would.
It's true. I could even bat left-handed and bat right-handed as well.
Leave us left-footers alone, George.
You're a bit stronger on the right foot, to be fair. But I could use the left, all right.
Oh, the Red G says, Daryl, good on you, mate. That's lovely, that.
Yeah.
Right, so, hello, Frank and George, says Edward. Hello, Edward.
Edward.
The Piano Man by Billy Joel. Love that. Oh,
yeah, one of my favourite songs. Brilliant.
God, blimey.
Brilliant lyrics.
I love Moon Shadow and Tubular Bells by, what was his name? Him, anyway. And the Red Jew, Elvis is my guy. Do you know what, George? Honestly.
He was great.
Do you know, in a pub, like, I'm going back, it was when I was teaching, like, you know, when I was, like, younger. At a Christmas party, right, you know, in the pub, you know, for the staff and that. And loads of students used to come in and poke fun at us and whatever. And this karaoke, and he came up to me and said, listen, you'll have to give a song. I said, I can't sing. So anyway, so I said, okay then. You know, relented after a few beers. And I got up and I was looking through and I seen Return to Sender, you know, by Elvis.
Yes, remember it well.
Oh, everyone loved it. Yeah. So I did that for the karaoke thing. That. And what else did I do? I did a big old one, a Roy Orbison. Oh, Pretty Woman.
Oh, I used to love Roy Orbison.
You know what? I wanted an ambition to see him, and never ever fulfilled it.
Yeah, he's a fantastic voice.
Oh.
Yeah.
But Elvis, he was one of the greatest live singers.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah.
Ever. was the
He had
Elvis.
everything, didn't he? He had everything. Looks, voice, the lot, charisma.
And even Norman says, "Me too, Elvis." Saying to the, and Paul says, "Well,
Frank,
sorry,
when Gordon Wallace and I went to Sweden to see the Swedish supporters over there. Where about 150 of them came to see us talking and everything. Anyway, they took us over the weekend, took us to the ABBA Museum in Stockholm. And they've got all the ABBA, all the dresses and costumes and all sorts. Fantastic place. And there's a stage in there. And the guy who took us over there said, "You've got to do a forfeit now if you come over here." But he says, Bruce Grobler came over and he did something. It said they dressed him up in a fireman's uniform and they set a barn, a light, and they gave him the hose pipe. He had to put the fire out. And he did it like Bruce. He was a bit of an action man. He said, "So you've got to do something, you, Gordon." So it took us in this theatre after we had the tour. And they put us on the stage. And they had the ABBA avatars. You know these avatars?
Yeah.
But they're up on the stage and they're dancing and singing. And they said, "You can sing Dancing Queen or you can sing Mamma Mia." I said, "Well, I'm not singing Dancing Queen." I sang Mamma Mia, and Gordon was behind me doing all the movements. And the blonde girl in ABBA, she was dancing away, and Gordon was dancing with the avatar. And I'm singing Mamma Mia, and Andy Bear, that took us over there as his guest, he filmed it all, and I've got it on video, it's hilarious. And when it came off, and this American came up and said, "That was great, man, you got the crowd going." I didn't even know there was a crowd there. It was black, you couldn't see. When you're on stage, you must have been on stage, and you can't see the crowd.
You can't see the audience, no.
Huge applause at the end. They thought it was a group on. It was only me and Gordon. One song, 5 minutes.
It's crazy,
I'll send
isn't
you the video sometime.
Oh, brilliant, Stan. Do you know what? Yeah, Jason will be able to throw us on here, show a little clip of it.
I might try it then. Yeah, it's so funny.
It's funny.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
It's only a few minutes, No,
yeah. And Paul says, "Well done, Zalo, for getting tickets for the Villa game. I live 3 miles away from the ground and get tickets no matter how much I try. Anyway, enjoyed it. Like me, Paul, I can't get them, mate. And the worst thing about it is that I always, the Champions League games, always got tickets for them. Can't get them now. They're like Premiership games. You can't get any tickets anywhere. It's horrible.
The thing is, everything's on a smartphone now, Frank. It's all on a smartphone. You can't get a physical ticket. So if somebody wants a ticket, you can't hand them to. You've got to. The person you're giving them to has to have a smartphone. You've got to have an account with Liverpool. You've got to get them transferred over to them. It's dead complicated.
I know, and that's wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah.
I remember
the down style.
I remember about when I was 10 or 12, something like that, queuing up outside Anfield all night for a ticket for a cup match. All night long. It's freezing.
I've seen me and Gordon Wallace and Bobby Graham when we were kids in Anfield Road, 258 Anfield Road in the digs, looking out the window down Utton Avenue. And the crowd was right from Anfield, right down Utton Avenue, right down to Priory Road, queuing up for the Derby tickets, or for cup tickets. Incredible. Used to be unbelievable.
Yeah, I was there. I was absolutely freezing. And, it's great. It's great. I know those days are gone, but I just don't understand why you can't get hold of a ticket.
A physical ticket.
Ticket visible to you that you can hold in your hand.
Yeah. Everything's digital, everything. They don't even take money in Anfield now. Everything you pay for a beer, it's all on card. Got to do it on your card.
Yeah.
They don't take cash in their restaurants, cafes.
No, I know. And Sarah Mary says, it's weird, Paul, because I'm a Red and my wife was a Villa fan. It was meant to be. Nice one. It was a nice one. And Solo P says, I'm friends with Uncle Rod's. Oh, right, okay, Solo. Okay, man. Oh, Yeah, we'll go on that, George and I, if you want us to, on your channel. But you'll have to let us know how to get on. And the sideline says, used to torture Reggie with my singing. I think that's a second reason why he changed his name. Hope you have a great day, Darren. Behave yourself, you sideline. Behave. Let's just go through these, then we'll get back to bloody football. Solo P. I love the Beatles because my dad and granddad pumped me into pumped it. Yeah. I love the White Album and Abbey Road. I seen the Beatles when I was 14 years of age.
I used to watch them in Kevin.
The Locarno, seen them on the Locarno, bumped off school, me and my mate.
Yeah.
I never had a clue. And my mate said, come on, let's go and see them. So we bumped off school. We were out playing, playtime in the afternoon. Yes. Anyway, we bumped off. We went through the gate and got off and straight up to the Locarno.
Wow.
And I seen them live. Which was
brilliant.
And if I lived by the Odeon in London Road.
Yes.
And I just lived by it. And they had the premiere of Hard Day's Night on the Odeon. And we all went looking at the lads going in, So I was there. Watching them.
Well, in the early 60s, Frank, it was brilliant because you had the Odd Spot in Bold Street, you had the Blue Lamp, you had all the clubs, the Iron Door, and the Cavern was the main place where we used to watch them. Had the black leather on, singing all these early songs. I mean, nobody knew they were going to be as big as they were. They were big in Liverpool, but then they made Love Me Do, and that got number 17 in the charts, I think. And then it was everything. They used to have a new record every month. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Judge Red says those prices are ridiculous to watch two 75-year-old pensioners. And he's right. He's right. And you can watch us for free.
Yeah. Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah.
No, it's expensive, isn't it? £300 a ticket.
Now, the Red Juice says, and it's a football. Thank you, Reggie, for giving us a football question. Who's the hardest to replace Virgil, Trent, or Mo? For me, it's Virg. Don't get me wrong. I want all three to stay. George.
I think the hardest. I agree with what he says, but I do think the hardest to replace is Mo for what he's achieved, the goals he's scored, the assists he's given in the time he's been here. I can't think of anybody else that could have done that, I mean, he's breaking records every time he takes his place on the pitch. So he's going to be a nightmare to replace up front. Certainly Virgil is an incredible centre-half, probably the best in the world. He just plays at his own pace. He reads the game brilliantly. His long passing is fantastic. He's good in the air. He's got everything. And young Trent, of course, is a genius, really, the way he passes the ball around. So they're all great, They're all great. I don't think many of them can be replaced like for like.
Okay. Sean says, I'll get onto this. Well, to be honest, I don't want to choose one of those three.
No, that's what I'm trying not to do, yeah.
I don't want to choose because they're all pivotal to Liverpool Football Club.
Absolutely are.
They are a part of the spine, and to replace any part of the spine is going to be very difficult. Yeah. Very difficult. Molto difficile.
Yeah, because if Virgil went, you'd have Canate and Kwanzaa in the middle of the back four. And if Trent went, you'd have Bradley at right back. And if Mo went, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who would replace him?
Who? This is it. And Sean says, George, there's going to be a complete crapstorm by the end of season and a rebuild needed that FSG are not going to commit to, and that is a fact.
Well, let's reserve judgment until the end of the year and see what happens in January. There is a danger of that, I agree, Sean, but I'm always optimistic. I'm hoping that, we'll come through this okay. Top of the league at the moment, so let's not lose sight of that.
No, we're not. No, this is the problem. People think that you do lose, not saying you personally, I'm saying that we do lose sight of it when we do say we need replacements. We need someone, fresh blood coming in.
We do. We've been saying that for ages, haven't we?
And it's not like, it's not like undermining, shall we say, what's already there, who's got us to the top of the league. It's not undermining them at all.
No.
It's strengthening them.
Building on it. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's as simple as that.
You need to build on strength.
And IBR says, users not to blame for contracts running down, as it should have been sorted last summer. Well,
it should have been sorted last summer. There's no doubt. It should have been sorted long ago.
Well, last summer, Hughes was part of Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp wasn't.
He was.
So...
just a general lack of...
Is it Hughes? Is it Edwards? Is it the Ward? Is it the owners? I don't know.
We don't know, you see, because nothing's coming out. We're all speculating.
You just don't know who is. I blame Hughes. I'm blaming him. He's there to sort everything out. Contracts, you name it. He's there to sort it out, and he's been there since June.
That's a role, isn't it? That's his role, yeah.
If he's been there since June, I'm sorry. It's right down to him. Right down to him. But I think he's got that up his sleeve anyway.
January is a big time. It's a big time.
Look what I've signed. With the contracts. That's what I think.
Let's hope so.
If, as we are told, that Sluter's nothing to do with contracts and new signings, should Hughes not be asked questions on these things in future? No, I'll go one further. What if they give him a job for? Just get shut of him, sack him. If we don't, if he's not involved in anything, I don't know what he fucking well. I'm sorry, George.
It's okay. You used to hear a lot of the football, Miss Frank, don't worry.
Don't show your wife a copy of this. It's only play. No, what's he there for if he's not there for contracts?
Yeah. Well, that's true, isn't it? That's his job, isn't it? That's what he's employed to do. Sort out contracts, deal with agents.
It's his job. Absolutely. So just sack him. Save the money, whatever he's on.
Yeah. Be interesting to see what happens,
And red sidelines, I've stopped waxing my ears just in case you burst out into song. I need to prepare.
And I've got waxing this year. It's coming out in a few weeks.
Sean says I'm like Lord of the Rings. He must have had loads of girlfriends and got engaged loads of times and stuff.
Keep trying, Sean. Keep trying. You'll strike up one day.
I think there's loads
Give us all an invitation to the wedding. When it finally happens.
If it needs an engagement ring, I've only got to go to the pawn shop and see one of Sean's what the girls have pawned.
Do it soon, because I may not have long left.
Lord of the Rings, that's funny, that. Ratio 65. Even if Frank, all in chat. He's a blue. He just pops in now and again to see how us Reds are doing, which is nice. And Yusuf says, Omar Marmouche is the one you're thinking of, Frank. That's him, yeah. That's him. That's what I've been told. And I believe he's absolutely brilliant, Yusuf.
I've not heard of him, to be honest. That's the first I've heard of him.
Right, but I was just told and, seeing him play. Fantastic.
I have to have a look on YouTube, see if we can see some highlights.
Yeah. Omar Did I pronounce it right? I must have got it wrong. Oh, Marmouche is the one you're taking off, Frank. Thank you. Oh, yeah. He's Egyptian as well, he thinks.
All right. I wonder if he plays for Egypt then. Must play for Egypt.
He must do.
Be a colleague of Mo's.
He must do. IBR says, if we lose Gravenberch through injuries, it would hurt us as much as losing Van Dijk. So signing another... Yes, IBR, we've been saying it for years. And I'm not... honestly, we have. We have. We never replaced Jenny. How long has Jenny gone?
Yeah. A long time ago now, isn't it? As you say, we've been saying this for 12 months.
Yeah. I've been saying it even before you came on, George. I've been saying it for about 3 years. Honestly, I have. I'm not just saying that.
Well, so we get one in January anyway.
Yeah. I doubt it, though.
No, I doubt it as well, Frank, yeah. But we'll see.
You know what I mean? But as IBR's spot on about Gravenberch, if
he's doing fantastic at the moment.
George, we suffer from injuries, as you know.
Yeah, that's a problem if we do. I see Harvey Elliott's nearly back now. I read the paper today.
He's walking on the
spot. Fit. That'll give us an extra bit of...
He's walking on his foot. He's took his boot off. He's took his boot off his foot, which is a
as well.
Yeah. And Yusuf says, never watched him though. So that's that Marmouche fella. So I can't judge. Get him on YouTube. I think he's on YouTube, Marmouche.
Yeah, most of them are.
Reggie, come on, admit that you liked it. Hang on. Sideline. Reggie, come on. Admit that you liked it. No one is reading. I don't know what they're talking about there. Not again. Red Bull's gain is our loss. Bye-bye, Jürgen. I miss you. Even if some fans already seem to have forgotten what you did in spite of the Sharks. No, we've never forgotten.
You'll never forget, Jürgen, what he did. I mean, you need to have a very short memory to forget what he did for our club, I mean, it's only natural when a new guy takes over, the focus is less on Jürgen and more on him, but nobody's going to forget Jürgen like they never forget Shanks or Paisley or Dalglish.
That's why I'm pointing at this.
Yeah, brilliant. That's a fantastic...
He'll never, ever be forgotten. The Shanks hasn't. For all the... And neither will Jürgen Klopp.
I was privileged to know the man. Privileged.
What a sweet left foot Sheedy had, says Ratio 60. Yeah, he did. He went from Liverpool. Ratio.
Yeah.
He wasn't good enough for us. I'm only joking. Only joking. Sheedy,
Kevin Sheedy, yeah. He went to Everton as well, didn't he?
Yeah. I'm going with me dad, Frank, says Darryl. Good on you.
Nice one.
And IBR. Mike Oldfield did Moonlight. I used to love that.
Tubular Bells.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
But Moonlight Shadow, I used to have a crush on the girl.
That was a good one.
I get her name. She had a foreign name. It's really nice. And Debbie Ann.
Those days.
They're all old now. Everyone are old. And as Sean says, no one has forgotten Jürgen Klopp and what he's done for the club. Nobody.
No, never.
We're back to music. The Red Jew. Elvis could sing country, rock and gospel. He was a class as class can be, but a lot of people only know some of his rock. But he was also... Yeah, funny enough, I have a fella by the name of Derek Shelmity, and he's written a book, and it's that.
Yeah, I've seen him, I think, yeah. I've seen him on the show.
It's incredible what he's written. It's like an encyclopedia of everything. And I asked him, I said to him, did Elvis do any gospel? And he said, yeah. So he was a gospel singer. Oh, happy days. Could you imagine Elvis? Oh, happy days. You can imagine. Listen, I'm not having you doing this, mate. I'm not having it. Come on, behave your fucking self. Not on my fucking show.
Who's he like that? That guy's a funny lad, isn't he? He seems to come up with some right strange comments.
My best chance of getting tickets is for the Legends game, Frank. Yeah, absolutely. That's where they got the tickets for Francine.
Yeah, a lot of the kids managed to go, the young kids. It's wonderful. Get the atmosphere.
Come on. Stop it, boys. Stop it. Solo says, the way the Liverpool tickets have gone is like music. It's gone digital. You can't beat holding a physical copy. That's what I said. You know, what's happened to those days?
The transfer tickets outside the family. You have a friends and family one you can transfer around. We've got 3.
Well, even the Red Juice says, about our lads, the 3 contractees. I get you, George. They are all top players.
They are. World class.
Yeah, of course. And IBR. Trent is the easiest to replace, and his form has been patchy for 2 years. Says IBR. And we do have Bradley and Gomez at right back. But there are no Van Dijks on the market or Salahs.
That's right. That's correct.
I think we have to have, not just for the simple reason that he's a Scouser, Trent, but his free kicks are incredible.
His whole game, really, to be honest, his contribution and the assists. The assists is
Oh, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. I'm not. He's the best passer of a ball at Liverpool.
Yes.
He's
like an American football quarterback. The way he hits the ball from one side of the pitch to the other. And he picks the headers out. He doesn't just hit the ball into the middle aimlessly. He's always got a target.
Yeah.
Lovely through passes.
And, the balls that he throws out to Mo Salah, he just runs onto them. He's a fantastic footballer.
Just hope we keep the 3 of them. If we carry on through this season, we could win the league. We keep this team together.
And Sean says, sorry, chat, just not having that Chris fella coming on and ridiculing people for having a conversation and telling people that they are moaning. All he's ever done is that, so I don't apologise.
That certainly seems to be why, Reid.
Yeah. No need to apologise, Sean. Anyway, unfortunately, Salah to Saudi, Trent to his best mate, says James A. And Jews at Madrid, VV to stay, but nobody is mentioning Alisson. This one scares me.
Yeah, because it's strange how they signed this other goalkeeper, this big goalkeeper from Europe on a loan. They've got him, signed him, but he's staying there. Now, he's worth 30-odd million to pay for him, haven't they? 35 million or something. And he's apparently a class goalkeeper, so it makes you wonder whether they're worried a little bit about Alisson's future intentions at the end of next season. Again, I hope he stays. He's happy here. They all seem happy here.
Everyone's happy. Everyone.
Good.
No matter what you throw at Madrid, or what Madrid throw at us. Trent is a Scouser.
Yeah.
George, you, Kelly Dalglish, the rest of them, when they've come here to Liverpool, they've stayed. You stayed.
Yeah.
Because you love the place. And this is what people, when they come and stay. And they must, it's all right here, isn't it?
Let's be frank, there's nowhere like it. There's nowhere like it anywhere than Liverpool. It's got so much, you know about the history, that side of it. I don't, the history side of it, all that complex stuff that you talk about. But I mean, the football, there's nowhere like it. Look at the history. I've been through it from 1960 right till today. Seen it all, so have you. You can't understand. I mean, the history is unbelievable. The players we've had, the fans we've had, the games we've had, the European titles we've won, the league champ. I mean, it's just an incredible place. And Everton as well over the years, fantastic achievement they've done over the years. Not in the last 25, but before that, they were a huge club in Merseyside. So, we've got a lot to be proud of here. Why ever you would want to leave here and go anywhere, like even Madrid? I know it's a fantastic club, probably the best club in the world for what they've achieved. But, it's not the Premier League.
Well, you've got a banner there, LFC make me happy. Makes me happy. Yeah. LFC makes me happy. And that's what we are. We're happy people.
Yeah. When you go to these away games, when you go abroad to the European games, Liverpool fans, all fans are great. They all think their own club is the best club and all that. But they haven't got the history we've got. There's very few that have got the history consistently over that whole 6 decades since Shankly came.
No. And
perhaps Man United.
Yeah. I reckon that if by chance something does happen to one of the three, or even two of the three, I think there'll be questions asked. But there's always a spin on everything. There's always a blame game. There's always a scapegoat. I'm a historian. And I gave a talk yesterday. I gave a talk about propaganda yesterday morning, running into the afternoon. And that's what it's like. It's propaganda.
Tell you what you want to hear.
The blame game and the scapegoat. And everybody, it must be him, or it must be it must be whatever. And that's the way it is. That in any profession, whether you're a politician, whether you're a footballer, whether you work in a supermarket, there's always a blame game going on.
Yeah. There's always two sides to the stories, isn't there, as well?
Always two sides. And you should listen to those two sides.
Yes.
Everybody. But as James says, this one scares me. And that's the Allison one. And he says, you ain't a Scouser unless a little terrets in any conversation. Thanks. Facts, fine. What do you mean? Unless a little. Maybe. Is that a misspelled word? I don't know. James A, it looks like Allison is sold next summer, sadly. IBR Stella says.
Well, it's a long time till then, isn't it? Anything can happen.
Well, he agrees with him, read you. Sadly, I think he may be right. Salah, don't forget, is the best goalkeeper on the planet today, lads. And BR Stella, says James, I can imagine him going where personally we become a 6 to 8 in the league again because FSG ain't investing, unfortunately. That's why, personally, I want different owners who want to spend. And that's another thing, Then it goes down to the owners, and it says rightfully, they're right. It's up to the owners.
Yeah, they're the ones that shape the destiny of the club.
And Sean says Frankie needs to be blocked, that fella. Really does. It's not me. I'd have to ask you know who, the producer. I can't do it. I can't do it. If you want to become a moderator, Sean, we'll sort it out. Sort it out with the other fella. So Sheedy was in our reserves. You're right. He did have a great left foot.
Yeah, he did. A good shot, good left foot, good player, Kevin Sheedy.
Come on, who are you talking about here? Come on. The boot room made this team what it is. Never, ever forgotten. You never walk alone, always.
Yeah, they were glory days when they used to meet up in the room, Joe and Bob and Ronnie, Roy Evans and them, you talk about tactics, sit there, have a glass of wine or a whiskey, right amongst all the boots and the cases, or the smell of dubbing all over the place. A lot of plans were concocted in there, boy, I'll tell you.
Listen to this. No, sir. Who's getting blocked? I only said shit. He was in our ships.
Don't worry, Norman, you're not going to get
blocked. Never said anything. Only shit. He was in our ships. And Sean says, sorry, Norm. It's not you, mate.
He came up to Liverpool, didn't he? Brilliant.
Oh, well, that's made me like that. That's funny, that. I only said he played in Harry's. Oh, funny. Anyway, that's great. And Norman says, we don't want any crap on here. I also stand with Sean. Absolutely. Frank, I know it's different. It's generational times, but Mulby was a great passer, boys. Says James, yeah, Mulby. No, myself.
He was such a relaxed player. He never ran. He never did any running. He made the ball do the work all the time. And it's a story that Bob Beardsley stood on the line and shouted to him. He said, get warmed up, Jan. You're coming off.
You're coming off.
Get warmed up, you're coming off. He used to stroll about. Well, what a passer at the ball. He strike a ball beautifully. Great player. Best Scouse accent I've ever had.
Yeah. Yeah. And Mandy is right. Lovely girl. Mandy.
Yes.
But I just say to him, I said, did you never run for the ball? And he went, not if I could help it. Not if I could help it. And yeah, he scores one of the great goals at Anfield when he ran from our area right down the way, then cut in and right over, right into the centre of that Man United goal in the cop ends and hit it, wellied it, bang, get in. What I got, I was there. I was up that night. Oh, what a bloody goal that was. And Sean says, of the greatest respect for the channel, Frank, George, and the chat. I've seen him come and go and throw pops and look. Yeah, don't worry. Just forget about it. Don't forget it. Just forget about it, Sean. And be ready. Be ready for Thursday. And James says, Frank, football isn't football. No more money over loyalty.
Yeah, it's true, really, in many ways, because money just rules the whole game now. Every aspect of it. That's why teams go and play abroad on foreign tours before the season starts. The Americans are trying to get Premier League football to play a game over there. All the corporate hospitality. I mean, you're charging now in the Anfield Road end £800 a head for Scouse food, the free drink at half time and a seat. And in the Shankly suite, it's £1,200. You get a buffet per person. So you can imagine they want to encourage the club want to encourage people to come from abroad because they spend money in the shop, spend loads of money in the shop, and they come in and they go to the corporate hospital. Every club's the same, not just Liverpool. That's how the game works now. It'd be the same at Everton when the new stadium got huge amount of corporate boxes.
If anyone wants
The
to go
local
and
fans
see,
get sort of.
yeah, they used to be mature students in my class. Yeah, it's since passed on, unfortunately. And when his son wasn't using his passes, business passes into the ground, he used to give them to his dad. So the three of us used to go to the game. And his son was an Evertonian. And none of his business associates wanted to go to Goodison Park. And I'm not being funny when I say that. They would rather go. Now, these business associates were not Liverpool fans, by the way. They were from all over the country, even abroad. And when they came over, they wanted to see Liverpool. They wanted to go to Anfield. And that's why. That's why he spent thousands, I think 50 grand or something, like 60 grand for 3 tickets.
Yeah. It's only way you get a ticket now. Hospitality.
Yusuf says, Real Madrid, the dodgiest club in the world, owned by the Spanish royals. That's why they call Real, which is Spanish for royal.
Oh.
I said years ago, when Liverpool won the 3rd European Cup, I wrote to the Echo or somewhere, and I said, why don't we name Liverpool or give it the title Royal? I'm so glad they never did.
Yeah, could have been a misstep.
It changes over the years, your attitude and everything. But that's what
I've still got a Real Madrid lapel badge. When I played for Aberdeen, Real Madrid chairman came and watched one of the matches and came in the dressing room after and he gave us all a Real Madrid lapel badge. I've still got it. Senor Bernabeu. He's the guy the stadium's named after.
Bernabeu,
Big heavy-set guy. Multi-millionaire, of course.
Billionaire, most probably. James A. Only our generation understands that saying, Frank. It's all about the money today. Of course it is. Everything, James, you couldn't be. And as Reggie says, James, facts. 100%, bro.
You get very nostalgic towards the old days, when you see all this Man City stuff, all these court cases, lawyers, fat cat lawyers, filling their pockets, defending Man City and representing the FA, and pages and pages of it in the paper. In our day, and even after our day, it was about football. That was what it was, football, Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock. Kick-off, 3 o'clock, all the games. I know it's a bit old-fashioned now and it's moved on tremendously. But, I'm not so sure it's improved, apart from the quality of football has and all that. But the actual experience for the fan, I'm not sure it's improved.
Yeah. Do you agree with this? I just want to say this one first, right? And it's James A. He said, Tourette's, Frank, where you swear accidentally, mate.
Yeah, I know that, yeah.
That was before, wasn't it?
It's Tourets. Tourette's.
Yeah.
Tourette's syndrome. And you automatically swear.
Thing is, James, I must suffer from Tourette's, especially when I'm watching the match on the telly on my own.
Yeah.
There's
nobody listening.
Okay, I'm glad. Solo says, people don't understand winning at Liverpool means more. Winning at Madrid means nothing compared to Liverpool. Let's face it, the Spanish league is dead. 3 teams in La Liga. That's a crack.
Barcelona, Real Madrid, and one more.
That's a crack of that. And Reggie says, Frank, you are allowed to screen your talks. They would be a great watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was filmed, you know. I was actually filmed that due. When was it? Was it last year? I forget what it was. And what it was about the gunpowder plot. And it was filmed. And this fella who filmed me, ex-BBC fella, he said, I didn't realise, and this is through this, he said, I didn't realise, he said, why haven't you been, I said, I have been on the telly loads of times, you know, like this. He said, no, he says, why haven't you been in a series? I said, because the head of the BBC, they wanted me to join that Neil Oliver, you know, going around the country.
Oh, yeah, it's got the coastline.
Yeah, to Scotland. And I said, yeah, sure, it'd be great that. Until, get onto this, the head of the BBC, I forget who it was, said, we can't have him, me, because of my accent.
Jesus. Well, it doesn't surprise me, to be honest.
It's true that.
BBC.
So it's all that.
Cambridge.
It's just ridiculous.
It is.
Just ridiculous.
Shocking.
CW, evening Frank and George, just back from footy training. What have I missed? You've missed loads. We had Jan Mulby on. Robbie Fowler's just left. But Jan was brilliant. Robbie was okay as well. Steve McManaman was going on about, you know, Virgil, you know, and you know, they might go, the contracts need signing. And so that's what you missed. So you're all right. You've still got me and George. You've got me, George, and the Sean here, and Red Dew, and Solo P1.
We've been putting the world to rights.
Oh, we've got everyone here. Gladly help and be a mod if needed. Thank you, Sean.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's good. You'll sort them out.
Yeah, what do you think of this? I'm going to let you do this. I'm going to get a drink of water. What do you guys think of Rodrigo as the Salah replacement? Is being linked to Liverpool today?
Yeah.
I'm just going to get a glass of water.
He's a class player. He's a world class player without a doubt. You know, anybody like that would come into the category of Liverpool would be good to sign for Liverpool. You know, whether he can be a Salah replacement, like I said earlier, it's very difficult to find somebody that will replace Salah perfectly because he's been such a phenomenal part of our club and our team. I mean, every time he goes on the pitch, you think he might be quiet for a while, but he scores. He's always there in the right place at the right time, do the right thing. It's not just the goals he scored, Salah. It's the assists. He's a bit more sensible this year, a bit less selfish, I think. And the only thing I think with Salah, sometimes when he shoots, he tries to side foot it a lot and maybe doesn't get enough power. And yet the last game we played, he scored a wonderful 20-yarder into the top corner. So he can strike the ball well. And I think he takes pressure well too. He takes these penalties without much fear. And he doesn't miss many. He's missed the odd one. But Rodrigo would be a good player for Liverpool to sign. There's quite a few players like that, class players. He's got a lot of skill and talent, still young. But I don't know. Again, you know, is it true? Is it rumor? Is it just story from the press? You just don't know with these things. I tend to think like one or two of the guys in the chat in the past, where they say you believe it when he signed the dotted line. When a player comes to Anfield, he's pictured on that desk with his pen in the hand, or the kit on, signing, then you believe he's here. Until then, it's all innuendo, it's all rumour. We'll find out a bit more in January because nothing can happen till then, till the new window opens.
No, he is a great player, that Rodrigo, but it's whether they'd let him go anyway.
For how much they want for him.
That's the thing. How much would he cost?
Liverpool don't tend to go above 60 or 70 million.
Of course they don't. Of course they don't. Unless, like, the likes of Nunes, you know, like a swap deal sort of thing. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah, look, Tourette's equals Tourette's. You're
That's
right
it.
there. You don't think you
Yeah,
don't.
you spell it.
Sean, Jan is a gent. He's a great fella. Jan. And Norman says, he's seen a better passer of a ball than Jan Mulby.
Yeah, wonderful passer of the ball. Made the ball do the work, like I said.
He could
Didn't
take
run
a
around.
pen as well, couldn't he? He was really good at taking pens.
Yeah, I don't think he missed any. Very few.
And James says, Frank, remember Shankly and Bob asked for a 2,000-year-old church bell to stop ringing right before a game in Europe?
It was into Milan, Frank. It was a final.
Yeah, it was at the
semi-final replay, second leg. And the bell was ringing all night. And he's, I can hear you. You know, stop that bloody bell. Kept ringing all night.
Get onto this. Right next to the Milan Cathedral is the Galleria. And I went there, full of shops. It was fantastic. It really is fantastic. And I was talking, say like I was talking to you, George, and there was a couple of Italians there. And genuine this. And he went, I said, do you know what? I said, the architect, Manfredo Manfredi. I said, look at it, Manfredo Manfredi, the architect. And these Italians walked over and said, are you the guide? I went, no. I said, I just know the architect was.
So you were the cathedral guide?
No, not a guide. But I could take them around Pompeii and Rome. Because I know they were like the back of my hand. Honestly.
That was a terrible game, that Milan game. We got robbed there, didn't we? That was a fullback. Was it Fischetti? Scored that free kick. Indirect free kick, and the referee allowed it.
The referee was bent.
He was bent as a 9-bob note, yeah.
He was bent, him. I'm on a documentary with Tommy Schmidt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Schmidt. John. He was the front man on it. Oh, fucking hell, what's his name? John Keith.
John Keith, yeah.
John Keith was the front man on the LFC documentary. And Tommy, before we went in, he was having a cup of tea. And I said, he was talking about that match. And he said, he was bent. There was a very famous, he wrote for the Times, very famous sports writer, I forget his name. And he came up, but video link, or it was film, I don't know, I'm not quite sure. And he said it was the most corrupt, what was his name? I always forget his name. And he said it was the most corrupt football game he's ever witnessed. He said it was corrupt from the first whistle till the last, that Liverpool would not get through. He said, and I knew that before the whistle went.
Yeah, a guy kicked the ball out of Tommy Lawrence's hands.
Came from behind him. He was offside anyway.
He was bouncing the ball and he kicked it away again.
He was offside anyway. He came from behind him.
No, it was horrible.
And yet, remember when Fernando Torres scored there? The fans are not like the team, the club, The fans.
Yeah.
I'll put it like this. In Italy, Juve are like the Manchester United of Italy. if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just like, what we think of Man United. And believe it or not, Inter Milan are like the Liverpool supporters.
Yeah, they're big supporters, aren't they? They're very
Honestly, And now these are all Milan supporters. Even AC Milan, after after Hillsborough, they stopped the game for a minute and
yes.
played You Never Walk Alone.
Remember that. Yeah.
Right? So that's AC. They're Milan. They're Milanese.
Yes. They're more
They are
sophisticated, aren't they?
ordinary
Yeah.
people like us. This is what people say. Just like us.
Yeah.
Joseph.
But they share a stadium, don't they? The two teams.
Yeah.
They share the same stadium, yeah.
It was like Turin and Juve sharing the same, but now Juve have their own pitch. You used to be able to see, the patches, because they used to lay patches of grass, after the game.
Yeah.
And that's why it would have been useless when they were saying, well, why don't we, Liverpool and Everton share a stadium? It would have been no good. And
Yeah, I was asked once whether I thought Everton and Liverpool should share a stadium. When they were looking to rebuild Goodison, somebody said, why don't they build a stadium, a big stadium, and hold 100,000 shared by Liverpool and Everton? And I said, well, that would be okay, but you'd only need one trophy room. You okay, Frank? You're right.
when you said that, I had water in my mouth because I was singing it when you said that. And when, you said that, I was thinking about the Cuckoo Club. He had a Cuckoo Club.
I said to my son, you don't need when my son's an Everton, we don't need one trophy room, we'd be a bit cheaper.
And when they actually built a Cuckoo Club. And they said, Harry said now, the reporter, BBC reporter, forget his name now. Anyway, and he said, and this is for when Everton win the European Cup, this trophy box, the Cuckoo Club box. And that's what I was thinking of when you
can't see it happening anytime soon.
No, not at all.
They'll be happy to stay in the Premier League.
Sean says it would be cheaper for us to both fly over here and go to Jimmy Chegg's Chinese. All you can get restaurant, lads. Match, unfortunately, not included. The Chinese. And the Super League has already started to look at the Champions League format. Yeah, we've mentioned that. It's all about money with Madrid at the tip of the spear. I'm convinced Florentino Perez is a mafia boss. Look,
excuse me, Frank.
Yep. To be honest, our owners would love it. Our owners would love to our European Champions League with the best teams out of certain countries. I'm certain of that. I'm certain of it. Sean says, Frank Carlyle TV, let's make it happen. And Sean will sort it. Me on the telly. Sideline, I sent an email to you, Frank. When did you do that? Let's see. You sure you sent an email? My one personally. Oh. Let's see. Let me just. I'll have Jason to look at that. I'll have him to look at that. God blimey, just come on. I'll have him to look at it, sideline. Oh, fuck this. I can't get it up. Shut up, Frank. Tell me so to shut up. Blimey. See? Oh, I'm sorry there, boys and girls. Anyway, sadly, I hope we can get you as a co-host on a show or something. Me, I get mixed up with they just see me there, trying to get their email up, and I have me talking on my thing, and I couldn't get it up. Solo. I know Rodrigo won't be as good as Salah, but we need someone close to him. I hope Federico Chiesa comes good. I've got my thoughts about him, to be honest, Solo. The only fella that I would like, I'm being honest, the only fella that I would like is that fella with the unpronounceable name. He plays outside right for Napoli. I've liked him. I think he's fantastic. He'd be great for us. I've watched him. Keravishila or something like that. Keravishila, something like that. CW. Frank, do we have bad news on the transfer front? Trent was signing 300 new contracts. Or is that more BS? Again, it's all guesswork, to be honest, too. It's everything is guesswork. But I reckon, yeah. I reckon that all the three, look, the way I look at it is the owners of our club see those three players with dollar signs above the head. And I don't think any of the three won't be given a contract, honestly, because if they sign the three next summer, they can sell them on if they want to. Do you see what I mean? They can sell them on and get rid of the wage bill at the same time too. So that's why I think they'll sign contracts. Not only that, because if we're going into the January window with no signings, no new signings, and they're saying to us, wait until the summer, like they do every summer, with a war chest, that's not going to happen. Because that's why they'll just turn around, they'll get the contract signed and say it's an old spin. It goes back years, like new signings. That's what it'll come back as. So that's just my opinion. And I've been saying that ever since all this nonsense, to be honest.
Sorry about that, Frank. I just had a phone call from Gordon Wallace. Yeah.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah. We're sorting out a date to go up to the academy up at Kirby.
Oh, right. Are you going to watch a game or just have a mosey?
We're going to watch him training. We've been invited up to watch him training and probably watch a match, but just try to fix up a date. That's available. That's
nice. Our young kids, they're great. Yeah. Our young kids.
It's Tommy Lawrence's son. Tommy Lawrence's son, Stephen, he's a scout up there now. He works permanently at the AXA Academy. So he's asked us to go up there with Kelly.
You and Kelly?
And Gordon. Yeah.
And Gordon, yeah.
In a couple of weeks' time, just got to get the date fixed. Should be interested in that to see how they. Mind you, you go up there now, and these guys have got these cars worth a fortune. Under 21s, under 18s, you got all these big motors in the car park. You know the money they earn now, even at that level, compared to what we used to earn, like £7.50 a week.
I mean,
We earn more than that later on. 50
but
quid.
you know, and this is this. Say, can we keep the feet on the ground?
That's the thing.
This is
That's
the problem we have, you see, with young lads, the kids.
Yeah.
The kids with all that money.
Club are very good with them, like, you know, I think they do keep a discipline on them.
I used to have a bloody Saturday job, mate. A Saturday job.
Paperboy.
Get out to go out with me mates, and you know, of a Saturday night. And
It's a different world now, Frank. You know, it's good luck to them. Great opportunity for them if they can make it.
the ones that girl dumped me.
Yeah.
She never take me out. So I can't afford it. So do you, I'm off. Anyway, James says, Man City won't be charged because Pep is signing a new deal. If there was any chance of a guilty conviction, he would have left. But he's on the verge of a new 5-year deal. Do you boys suppose it?
Well, he's supposed to be getting hunted by England for the England manager's job, according to the paper today.
I think Tuchel's getting it.
Oh, yeah, the Man United one, you mean, or the England?
No, the England. I don't know who the hell. I don't know. It's England's or the Man United.
Headlines today, they're approaching Guardiola and be prepared to wait. That'll be some deal there if they got him in charge of England. Can't see it.
No. Pompeii, Frank, is someone that walking around Pompeii, you will see people to their animals. I do not want to say it. You will see. I've walked around. I know Pompeii. As I said,
been in Pompeii. I've been around it. Yeah.
I've been 47 times now.
Wow. I've been once. Fascinating place.
Do you know what? You'd always find something new.
Fascinating place.
Oh, it's incredible. And do you know what's better than Pompeii? Do you know what's better than Herculaneum? Herculaneum,
yeah. We went there to Greece last year.
Which is on the other side, as you know. And the solo PI, smash the like button, guys, for these old school Liverpool. Always respect the past.
Old school Liverpool fans.
I don't know whether
that's a compliment or a kick in the teeth.
It is, you know, I think it's lovely, you know, for them to speak. Hey, George, you know, like just before you came on, then I didn't know you were there. Someone mentioned about Peter Cormack. Yeah. And I said, now, I'm a young man, love me football. And I honestly, at the time then of seeing this lad play, I called him the Fred Astaire of football.
Yes.
The way he used to glide across the pitch. He used to like rope, didn't he? The way he ran.
Shankly loved him. He loved him. He spoke very, very highly. He spoke more highly of Peter Cormack than many players. He seemed to have a real liking for him. And I never heard Bill say a bad word about Peter Cormack. I don't know how many games he played for Liverpool, maybe 74, I'm not sure. He didn't play a huge amount of games, did he?
No, he didn't.
Maybe I got 100, I don't know, but he was a wonderful player. You're right in your description there. He was balletic. He was very light on his feet, skillful, and he could finish. He scored some nice goals as well. And he looked the part. Smart, snappy dresser, good-looking lad, you know, but great on the pitch, great player.
Do you ever remember the flying
again?
Do you ever remember the flying header against Everton?
Yeah. Fantastic goal.
He
always looked good on the pitch. He was stylish.
Yeah. I finished the show the other night, And then I put that YouTube on, and it came up that Peter was dead. And, you know, it's so sad.
It is,
It's
yeah.
so sad to these lads, you know.
Yeah, especially when they fall to dementia. It's such a terrible illness.
Sideline says, Frankie, you okay? Yeah, why? I'm fine, I'm good. I think they are.
Choking water.
What he says, look, he said, holy crap, thank God you're okay. Oh, was that with the water? I was
With the
wondering.
water, when I said that about the one trophy room and you had a glass of water in your mouth. You couldn't swallow it.
One trophy.
I thought we were going to have a
100,000-seater stadium with one trophy in.
The screen
For one of the
froze.
teams, yeah. Incredible. Incredible.
Inzaghi.
Yeah, look, James says he's talking to you. Exactly, bro. Also funny you said Inter Milan, them scumbags 30 miles down the motorway are trying to get Inzaghi. I would have liked Inzaghi at Liverpool, you know. Do you know when we were looking for a manager?
Good player, wasn't he?
Simeone Inzaghi. Because I follow Inter Milan, by the way.
I see Man United have got rid of Fergie as an ambassador to the club. They've sacked him.
Go away.
Yeah. Can you imagine Liverpool doing that to Kenny? Yeah, Ineos, the owners, have sacked him today from that role. They said he can still come to the stadium, but he'll no longer work as an ambassador. I'm not sure about the story behind it, but it seems like a bit of a shock.
But you reckon that he was trying to have too much influence?
Well, that's what it said. A bit like Shankly with Paisley when he used to come to Melwood. I think Fergie's been in. I think he's trying to make a clean break now before they bring a new manager in.
Yeah.
That must be the reason.
That's something else, that though, isn't it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, to do that to him, I mean, he gets paid a fair amount of money for doing it, I think, the ambassador's role. But, you know, for what he's achieved for Man United, it seems a little bit not really right to me.
Oh, that's good. That's okay, Frank. Jason replies that I just forwarded it to your private one. Thank you, Sideline. Thank you. I've made up because at least we'll be able to get you on. Made up with that, mate. Really. And that's it, didn't I? Frank telling Frank to shut up. That's it, because he has us, you know, when you were out the room.
Yeah.
Sideline said, I've sent you, an email, and I thought there was email address on, you see. And, because I did ask him, send it to Jason, and he'll get you on. He'll send you the links for the show. Anyway, I get it up, but there I am, live, on my phone. And as I'm talking there, it's coming on my phone. And as John says, Frank telling Frank to shut up. And it's it. I said, shut up, Frank. I was trying to turn it off.
Yeah. You see it on the other phone. Yeah.
You can't make these bloody things up, can you? Honestly. And that's what Sean said. Frank telling Frank to shut up. IMAO. I don't know what it means.
IMAO. What's what that means? IMAO.
I'm laughing my arse.
Lord.
Laughing my arse. LMAO. Anyway, Chiesa won't come good for us, guarantee you all. That says James.
Hope so.
He won't come good, he's saying.
Oh, he won't come good. I thought he said he will come good. No. We don't know, do we? I mean, we don't know. He's in. Get rid of the injuries, see what the lad can do, give him a chance.
Yeah. And Neil Broderick. Trent will sign defo.
Oh, that's good to hear, Neil. I hope you're right.
Sure. Liverpool have signed a 3-year contract with unpronounceable name from Napoli. Consider Rapana. You're joking. Liverpool have signed a 3-year contract with unpronounceable. That's that shit. What's it? Shit.
Shaki is.
Whatever he is, yeah, him as well. I wouldn't mind him, to be honest, Sean. I really wouldn't. Sideline. Football show, long time, mate. Is anyway, I can send an email. Say solo people.
What's he saying? Is there any way I can send an email?
Oh, is that what he's saying?
I think he might be saying, is there any way?
Oh, right, okay. Sideline, football show, long time, mate. Is any way I can send an email? It must be to it.
You've got an email number, Frank?
Yeah, just get onto the job description and everything's there for you there, solo, honestly. Here's a question, says, sure. With the latest that is going on in Gaza and Lebanon, the allegations made about Standard Chartered and LeBron James being alleged to be involved with P. Diddy, should we be forcing? I know what he's coming out with there. Them, which is FSG, to sell up and cut ties with LFC. That's bringing in all the political stuff.
Yeah. No.
I'll tell you what I will do, Sean, if you don't mind. I'll bring that up on Friday with current affairs. I'll bring that up on that. Because if it involves football, that LeBron James, who's massive statue, not picture, and I'm talking massive out on the cop wall, the cop where everybody can see it, whether they come from Australia, New Zealand, Japan, everywhere, Sweden, Norway, everywhere, all over, including Ireland, up and down, come to Anfield to see him. And we all know what's going on with P. Diddy. Yeah.
I didn't know why he was there. I didn't know why he was doing that.
You know that even before all this P. Diddy nonsense. What was he doing up there? Yeah. With a basketball in his hand?
I don't know what he's doing up there. It's no idea. The only people up there should be Liverpool legends.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. And
when Dalglish, Steve Gerrard, Mo Salah.
And when someone died, George, the likes of Peter Cormack, put him up there for a week or two.
Liverpool legends, give them a chance so people can see.
R.I.P. Bloody basketball player who's a billionaire.
Yeah, got nothing in common with anybody at Liverpool.
So we're talking about that on Friday. Sideline. Hey, Solo, long time, man. You want to email Frank? That's what he's saying. Yeah, there's something. And it's James. Zubamendi is a priority now, boys. But with them just signing a new contract, you're talking, and FSG won't pay it. So we lose them twice now.
But he didn't want to come, did he? He didn't want to come. He turned us down.
But they're not stupid, to be honest, George. Sign a contract, and we're going to treble what you go for.
Yeah, I know. We were saying before about money.
It's like our players who cost a lot more.
Yeah.
If you know.
Yeah. Well, depresses you.
Sean says, we will go out nightclub and Frank, get ourselves a Scouse lass. Are you kidding me? Scouse lass? Yeah. I can't get anyone.
You got any 90-year-olds splashing about?
Oh, George.
90. No,
that's what I mean, 90. could have said
Sure,
5 or something. I know.
I like the older girls. 90, bloody hell.
Oh, they are, look. Tuchel has signed for
Those
England.
days are well gone. Time for England. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
He
The other
signed
guy
it.
didn't want it, did he? I mean, Carlyle. He didn't really want it, I don't think.
No, he's Irish. Does he want it for?
He wouldn't, yeah, that's right, yeah. 120 million? No, we won't spend that. Yeah, he's got a blame of Bueno.
120. And that Mabueno for 50 million.
He's from Brentford, isn't he? Brentford. He's a good goal. He's not a bad player.
Mabueno. Oh, yeah. Well, email Solo. That's no problem. And James A., there will be a bailout clause if they get relegated, mate, says Neil Brother. And the sideline says 47 times.
What's that?
I don't know. Pink Floyd live in Pompeii. Neil Broderick.
Yeah. Famous concert.
Pink Floyd. Love Pink Floyd. Love them. Yeah, look, IBR say, this is the Anfield Road.
Covered.
This is the Anfield Road.
There he is, with old beers and whiskies and all sorts there, is it?
Loves us.
No whiskey there. There's no whiskey. Oh, yeah, there is.
There's loads of Scotches for you, George. Behave yourself.
Yeah,
Look,
I can see them now with my glasses then.
There's only a couple of pints for Frank. And you'll get loads. I can't see them, mate.
You can have a pint and a whiskey. We're going to have a pint and a whiskey each.
A chaser, known as a chaser, George.
Half and a half.
Half and a half. IBR. If we get Kvaratskhelia, Marmoush, Marmadashvili, Ain't Nori, and Schlotterbeck next summer, it will be
a nightmare. That would be a nightmare for Steve Hunter, wouldn't it? Can you imagine him trying to commentate on LFC TV on that lot? And the ball goes to Kvaratskhelia, to Marmadashvili, after Nuri. It's got a block. Crazy. I think he'd had Tourette's.
And George Sefton.
Imagine George Sefton, yeah. Here is today's team.
George, that's how we were playing some team. I forget who they were, whatever it was. And he was coming, he was stuttering with the names, and he went like that. And the next one, he went there. And number 23 is coming off for number 18.
Yeah.
He just gave the numbers out.
Look at them names. Dear, oh dear.
Stephen.
Yeah. The first one.
Brilliant. That's a cracker, IBR. Brilliant. Thanks for making me laugh. Here's the raw. We need them drinks, bro. We need them drinks, bro. We just need them.
It's sold out now. He's only got 2 left.
There's Ali Danus. Good evening, our Romanian friend.
Evening.
Evening, Ali. Evening, mate. Hope you're well. And James A says, Fergie's gone. A few players are fuming, boys. Hopefully they'll get relegated. We have class. We will always acknowledge.
Yeah, I think it's an amazing decision.
No, we'll never forget our past giants. Our great men. You know what I mean? Ever. Cali, you're seeing him, aren't you? Right.
Yeah, seen him in a few weeks.
Cali.
847 appearances in the first team. Unbelievable.
That's legendary, isn't it, really? And not mentioned.
17 years. And unbelievable. What a man. What a nice man.
Reggie, later tonight, traffic on roads tonight got in late from work, says the Anfield Road. Yeah, that's why he's late. He hasn't been drinking at all. Going right down, boys. Oh, the mighty Reds. Evening, guys. Hope you're both well. Yes, thank you, Mighty Reds.
Thank you very much. Mighty Reds, 97. Brilliant.
Oh, that's lovely. That. And he's letting on soon, Sean. That's his mate, he say. Evening, Brandon. Sideline Football Show. The microphone will be saliva laced. Oh, Daz Reynolds. Well, that's good. He's a lovely fella. Daz Reynolds.
Yes.
Big cracker. Yeah, I've missed him. I've gone past his name.
Yeah, it is a good podcast.
Yeah. Big up, Frank, mate.
It is.
Hiya, Daz, mate. I hope everyone's all right with you. I really do. And Sean says, and the allegations about Standard Chartered being linked with funding terrorists. But we can't talk this, well, I'm not talking Liverpool, but we can't talk this bloody country, for funding terrorists. But you're right. You're right. They're quick enough to, like, if it was Saudi, if a Saudi conglomerate, let's just say, wanted to buy Liverpool, they'll be up in arms saying we don't want any terrorist states, buying the club. So you're right. I see where you're coming from. I really do. But there's more to it. There's more to it than just funding them. It's funding anyone with wars. That's everything now. Wars. Horrible. Horrible. And the Anfield says, anyone else annoyed that Trent again plays 2 90-minute internationals whilst all our rival sides, big names, got a rest? It's phony.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's phony. Go ahead, George.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, he's got Trent play. I don't know where he was playing the other day. He was playing all over the pitch. He's sometime on the left wing. There didn't seem to be much sort of tactical sense about it. I didn't watch the whole game, but what I saw him, he seemed to be putting crosses in from the left wing. He was hardly ever at right back. He started at left back, didn't he? I mean, what's that all about? Like, he's a right back. That's his position. That's his position. That's where he's made his name. That's why he's so brilliant for us. Right back. And I know he gets some criticism about defence, but, it's more than compensated by what he does with attacking in the attack, And Bradley's a lovely, lovely player and a great prospect. But he's not Trent Alexander-Arnold, is he? Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that comment. Playing them 2 games, and meaningless. To me, they're meaningless games. European nations, something or other. We've got enough games now. It's ridiculous. Look at the European Cup now. How many teams have you got playing in it? About 40 teams playing, playing 8 games just to qualify. It's losing its luster. When it was European Cup that we won, it was a European Cup properly. You had to win. Champions.
Do you ever remember when the FA Cup used to be a great thing? Even me from a stupid little kid running around, thinking I was. I mentioned this fella to you. I used to think he was great, playing for Liverpool. Jimmy Arroway.
Oh, Jimmy Arroway, yeah.
I remember the name, the number he wore on his back, and it was number 10. Jimmy Arroway. And I was a kid, little mad kid. I used to love him. Going to the
yeah.
And
tough cookie, Jimmy. He was a tough cookie. I mean, I remember he stole 2 of my tickets for a match once and gave it to his girlfriend. Yeah. I went up to the stand, and these 2, there was a ginger-haired girl and a blonde girl, sat in the stand. I said, "Where did you get these tickets?" Jimmy Harrower gave them to me. He stole them out of the snooker room. I left them in the snooker room on the table, and he took them, gave them to these 2 girls. I had to stand in a bandbox.
Oh, do you know what, though? Like when you're kids and you've got like these stars in your eyes, but like Jimmy, as the time goes on, you're bringing it, especially under Shankly, bigger on Yates,
Yeah.
Peter Thompson, and you can even go to Cali and Tommy Smith,
Yeah.
Chris Lawley.
Yeah.
Look at these that, were blossomed by the Shanks, these players.
I mean, I was in digs with Peter Thompson for 3 years. It's close up. I could see him playing against him in practice matches on Anfield, directly opposed to him. And tell you what, it took some stopping, even in those games. You used to mark him tight and you're wasting your time.
And yet he never gets mentioned, Peter.
What a player he was! I mean, he's absolutely brilliant. He won the trophy for Player of the Tournament for England in Brazil, even above Pelé. He came home with the trophy to our digs and a Pelé shirt. I mean, that's incredible. That's 63, 64.
That's how good he was. I remember being down at Villa Park, semi-final, the FA Cup.
Yes. What a
and
goal.
He scored a beaut.
Cut inside.
He just it was down the left. He cut in and he just hit it and it flew in.
Semi-final of the cup. Yeah.
Never forget that.
Yeah. Lovely man.
Peter Tomo. Think about that, boys.
Yeah, I wish some of the modern generation could have seen him play.
Sean says Zubi will never join Liverpool. Chances are he will either stay where he is or go to Manchester City. But he calls them Manchester City.
James was saying he wants to come now, so, I mean, maybe he does. It's a shame he turned us down, though.
Yeah. The Anfield Road. Frank and George, the Morecambe wise of the algorithms. I'll piss off. That's the algorithm. But do you know what? Anfield, honestly, I've been stuck on 727 things. And I know for a fact that one of the lads on here, and he's a friend of mine. Do you know that Leo scores?
Leo's goals.
Yeah. And he came on.
He was on that night.
I'm sending over all my people to you, and they were all subscribing, and I was made up. I'm subscribed. They were all coming on, and so one of the lads, misspelled because he was a foreigner, and the way it came out, SUN. But this lad, I've made with him. I said, you shouldn't have done that. I said, he's a foreigner.
Yeah.
They stopped subscribing, took away the subscriptions just because of that.
Oh.
And that's the danger of someone having a drink while watching the pod.
Yeah, because he's got a big podcast, hasn't he? He's got loads of followers.
And he hasn't been on since. And he's a lovely lad. Seems a lovely lad.
Yes.
And he the show because he watched it a few weeks. And he all the respect and everything. He said, get onto these. And they were all coming on until there was a misspelling by one of the foreign lads when he came out with the words SUN. And he had made it, WB effing Wells now. So they just stopped.
Oh, weird.
I know, sad. No, I'm not surprised the powers that will do anything and everything to try to bring our Reds down, says Red due to the Anfield Road.
Red due, they'll never succeed.
Yeah. Yet they'll never, because they've been doing it for bloody years. And, George goes dating with a shovel. Christ. And I was
I'll wait till I'm 90. It'll be equal. Only 10 years to go.
Sean Zock, absolutely facts about the Zubi.
Yeah, good man, Jamie. Good. I hope that's true, because we could do with him. Definitely. Depends how much it costs now, though.
I would have loved him, I've watched him. He's good. He's really good.
Yeah, good class player. Yeah, yeah.
Sean Zock, he had his chance. He turned us down. Now we concentrate on Morton and Batatic, says the Anfield Raw.
Yeah.
I was looking at Morton the other day for the under-23s. Albeit he scored or put a ball through, I'm not quite so sure. He didn't impress me.
We're playing Bayern Leverkusen. Are we playing Bayern Leverkusen in the European Cup? We are, aren't we?
Yep.
So we'll be able to see him then, hopefully.
Batatic. Right, and Gravenberch will fight tooth and nail to keep his place, says Sean. Of course he will. That's why he's playing out of his skin now. But he's got to keep it up.
That's it. That's the thing.
Frank, it's your Tourette's that's stopping you getting a lead. Could be. Could be.
Still hope.
Money will make Zubi go cheaty instead of us, even though he's came out and said he wants Liverpool move.
Mind you, if he wants a Liverpool move, come over and sign.
No, you're right. Ian Mac. I've seen up Pompeii with Frankie Howard.
Yeah, I used to watch that, yeah.
So funny, him, wasn't he? Frankie Howard. So funny. Oh, yes, Mrs.
Yeah, there were some great comedians in that era.
Oh, fantastic. Rigsby. Rising Time.
Rigsby, yeah. Leonard Rossiter.
Oh, classic.
Is he a Scouser? I can't remember. I think he's a Scouser.
Yeah, he went to a college where I worked. Was facing.
Is that the one where he had his girlfriend, Miss Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Jones, yeah.
Oh, Miss Jones, yeah. Well, do you know, those two never got on, you know.
Did they not?
Never got on because of political. She was a total socialist, believe it or not, Miss Jones. Total socialist.
I forget her name now. I can see
Well,
her.
he was a total conservative. Miss Jones, Frances Stella Tor, her name was. Or her name, I don't know whether she's still alive or what.
No.
They never ever got on, Miss Jones and him.
She had a posh accent.
Oh, yeah, very posh. Well, who could be posher than Vanessa Redgrave? And
Yes.
she was all for the Workers' Party. She gave a
speech. The Workers' Revolutionary Party, yeah.
And she got an Oscar because she was a great actress. And she crucified. I won't say she crucified, but she crucified them. And I'm talking Americans, some certain Americans. And they thought, you'll never work again. And Sean says, we won't forget them, but we need to remove LeBron James off the cop and put our actual players past
Yeah,
our
yeah, I agree.
What George said. Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah. Yeah. Glad we will be getting back to real football this weekend. Got some real tests coming up. Firstly, put that Chelsea lot in their place under our boots. Yes.
Yeah.
This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about.
Get at them from the start.
And Sean says, LeBron with a selfie of himself in a maid's outfit, he should sell up his shares and stick to Diddy and basketball. I'm going to go right down. Oh, what's that, Steve? There. Where did he go? Right, Steve. Steve LFC. Evening, lads. Hope you are both well. Off to Lanzarote tomorrow. Oh, sod off.
Well, have a good holiday. That's great. It's lovely there. Brilliant. Have a good
With
time
the
there.
family.
Nice weather.
I'm looking forward to watching the game on Sunday up the Reds. There you go, you see.
Get a few pints down here and cheer the boys on. Sonny Lanzarote, you lucky devil.
I can't even go to the bin, and he's going to Lanzarote. Oh, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself, Steve, lad. Sean, apparently Kevin Hart was hanging out the back of the... Oh, hang on. Did he or didn't he? That is the question. Oh, come on. Here's Jay. Hello, Frank. You okay? George in chat. If you haven't already, please get behind Zoe's place if you've got a spare pound, whatever.
Yeah, I've already sent some stuff through.
Yeah, the thing is, you see, it's not like it needs a massive, and I'm talking about a massive injection. That's what it needs. It needs the whole of the country to get behind
it. It does, yeah. Yeah, it's millions of pounds, really.
Or the government.
The government should step in. Sorry, but that's what they should do.
Yeah, that's my point, Frank and George. Plenty of the click go on behind about state-owned clubs and human rights. Plenty of issues and allegations where AXA, Nike, Standard Chartered, not to mention an American. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, issues all over the world now.
Yeah. You can't get away from it. You can't get away from it.
I'm afraid we're stuck with it now.
Yeah. Sure, no, some countries don't have human rights. It's sad in this day and age. Take that poor Pakistani Christian lady, mother of four, who they falsely accused of blasphemy a few days ago. It's tragic. Yeah.
Yeah, and look at that poor girl that was beaten up and left. The trial started today, didn't it? A little Asian girl broke her spine, beat her up, then went off to Pakistan, left her behind.
Yeah.
Shocking. Can't understand the mentality of people like that.
So this is for Friday night show people. You know, the issues, yes, current issues. And, you know, join me on Friday night and vent your anger, vent your frustration, vent your right from wrong. It's as simple as that. And I'm doing it, if you're all there, I'm doing a conspiracy theory show tomorrow night. And the title is,
very good.
Is conspiracy theory a spin? Think about that. A spin. Frank and George, if things go bad in our next rounds of matches, do you think, this is the Anfield Roar, there may be a turn in salute? Because I've been to Anfield this year and these crowds who don't recognise are waiting to kill.
It's quite simple. Everything depends on results. Everything depends on results. It's as simple as that. That's the only thing that matters. You can talk about everything else till you're blue in the face. Liverpool lose 2-0 to Chelsea and 1-0 to Arsenal. The whole thing changes. The atmosphere will change and things will start getting a bit hot. But if they win the two games, they're on the way.
Would you agree with me here, right? That suppose we'd have got beat by Ipswich opening day. Now, what we would have said was, they've just come up and they're going to go all out and, you know, and beat us.
Yes.
And they got it. Right. It was the worst time to play an up-and-coming side, first game of the season, right? That would have been the excuse. And then we played 2 games and won. Right? We won the games. Then we go to Manchester United and say we got beat or drew. Right? This is what I'm saying here. So, you know, those games. So, you know, we're just floating up there. And we go away again. And then we draw the game. Then we come home and win a couple of games. Right? Now, the point is, I think that would have been better for Klopp, because winning the next 2 games, not these, Chelsea are coming up. I mean, the last 2 games, winning them, we're doing all right now. Let's keep the momentum up. Yet we're top of the league now. And people, as the Red Rose says there, they're waiting for the fall if it happens.
The expectations are high.
Exactly. So the expectations could be as brutal as anything. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you're right, Frank. The expectations are high at the moment because we've only conceded 2 goals and we're top of the league. We've had 1 bad result against Forest at home, which was a bit of a misstep. But I mean, these big games coming up now, you've got to look at them. You've got Chelsea, you've got Leipzig, and then you've got Arsenal. Then quickly in the back of that, you've got City and you've got Real Madrid. They can't get much tougher than that, really. So, I mean, that'll tell us a lot about what's going to happen between now and the end of the season. Because if you come through those games, I mean, I'd be happy personally with a point against Arsenal and a win against Chelsea.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to win, obviously, but I mean, I wouldn't be desperately sad if we got 4 points out of them 2 games. You know, keep the momentum going and keep us up there, you know. I think we'll win against Chelsea, I do.
But my whole crux of the matter is fans, and I'm talking, Red Raw, that's a cracking comment, though, because fans will be waiting. They'll be waiting for something horrible to go wrong, and they're in there. They're in there. It's like
it's a shame
It is, and that's the way some fans are, unfortunately.
It's the same in every club, though, Frank. Isn't it? You know, if you're going through a bad spell, they get on the back of the manager, get on the back of the directors, and everything goes sliding downhill. And if you get a good run of results, everything in the garden's rosy. It's all to do with results at the end of the day. And that's where the players need to get stuck in and make sure we turn these results in.
Well, if you could imagine what you said before, George, about Fergie, you know, not leaving but getting the sack.
Yeah.
Ferguson,
you know,
their greatest manager ever, right? It wasn't as good as Paisley, though, by the way. But their greatest manager is gone. Now, could you imagine being a Manchester United fan the way they are at the moment?
Yeah, they've got enough problems anyway without that.
Exactly.
It's just going to compound the problems, and they're going to be... I mean, his name's all over the stand, the Alex Ferguson stand, like Kenny is with us. You know, so it's a terrible decision.
Look at
That's
this.
what it seems to me.
They're having a go at us, George. The Anfield.
I don't mind, we've got thick skin.
Frank and George, do you both ever think the moles you gave Jim Henson would ever be Walder and Stadler?
We don't get any royalties. We have to some commission for that.
But listen to what he says, didn't you? Raw, are you saying Frank and George are Muppets?
Oh dear, yeah. Well, maybe he is, Frank. Maybe we are Muppets.
And you know what? Yeah. And you know what, though? You know, what we've said about these lads, you know, about all the ones on the chat are absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And we called a pair of Muppets.
They obviously don't respect their elders.
No, definitely don't respect us. Fellas who you played under Shankly have been going since Shankly.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all having a go at, look, they're all laughing the little heads off now.
And we're still going strong, despite all the trials and tribulations of life.
Yeah, look, the Anfield, watching the England versus Greece, I don't think I've ever seen such bad tactics in my life. And Trent, at times, you could see was fuming. He actually kicked the ball in the air in anger. It was pitiful.
Yeah. Playing out of position.
And there's
We're still man of the match. We're still man of the match, even though he was out of position.
Absolutely.
Paisley.
You've got to go, George. I didn't realise the time. I've just noticed the time down there.
Yeah, I will have to go, Frank. I've got my good lady ready to be given her Coca-Cola.
Do you have Coca-Cola? Do you have
It's not
Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola. It's a what do you call? What's the stuff that you drink? The cocoa,
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
not cocaine. Cocoa.
Do you have cocoa as well?
Cocoa. Yeah. Helps me sleep.
Do you know what I used to have? And I was going to get it in the last time I was shopping. Was Horlicks.
Oh, I used to love Horlicks. Yeah, really nice. You don't see it much now, do you? It's still
No,
made.
I seen it tin a bit. I went, oh, shall I get that? And do you know what else I love?
What?
Semolina and tapioca.
Oh, yeah, I love semolina. Yeah, semolina pudding. Yeah, straight out the tin.
Oh, and do you know what I used to
Straight out
put in?
the tin.
Do you know what I used to put in?
Oh,
A bit of strawberry jam.
oh yeah, strawberry jam. Yeah, straight in the middle.
George, the best jam to buy when you go shopping if you have jam, strawberry jam. It's a Scottish make. It's Mackay's it's called.
Okay, yeah. All right, I'll look for that.
Fabulous.
Probably have to go to a posh shop for that.
It preserves the the whole of it, because sometimes when you open a jar of jam, it goes off after a short period of time. But Mackay's stays fresh till the last scoop.
I'll have a go next time I'm in Waitrose. No, or Asda.
With semolina.
Semolina. I love semolina. Rice pudding and semolina, lovely. Creme brulee. I love all them stuff. Custard, all that. I love custard.
Look what Jay says, and I think he's spot on there. If you're ever feeling a bit low, watch the 2005 Champions League. It recharges your emotions, and he's right.
Watch the commentary when Stevie Gerrard's hands go above his head and the guy says, "Hello, hello." Brilliant. We were back.
And he goes that, hello.
Hello. Yeah, well, me and my son were there. I'll never forget it. Never forget it. What a night that was. What a night.
You used to
it's in your mind forever. I can't believe it's so long ago, Frank.
No.
2005. 19 years. 19 years since that game.
Think about as well. Think about the semi-final against Barca.
Yeah. Well, that's beyond belief.
Those two games. One a final, one a semi-final.
Never forget Steve
Hunter to win the cup again. We went on from that to win.
Steve Hunter on LFC TV said, corner taken quickly. And he fell into John Aldridge's arms and the whole place went ballistic. It was unbelievable, wasn't it? Never be forgotten. Anyway, I better go then, Frankie. I better go.
See you later, George.
I'll leave you to close the show. Thanks to all the guys on the chat. They're all brilliant. And give my best to Daryl. Be nice to see him if he gets up here. Always been thinking about him in the recent weeks. So take care, everybody. And thanks, Frank. And I'll see you next week.
Tuesday. Thank you, George.
Bye-bye now. Bye, everybody. God bless. Up the Reds.
What a fella. Is our George. Sean says as well, lads, I'm going to heads off. We'll chat later. Look after yourselves, and if you want me as a mod, I will be honoured to. No problem about that. I asked you. It's no problem. And I hated semolina in school. It's horrendous. I'll behave yourself, James. It's lovely. I hated it at school. Raw. England's 8 Liverpool players, they get scapegoated the most for real, says Red Jew. Yes. Polo says, I always respect my elders. My parents raised me that way. We were all raised that way, to be honest, Solo. I remember a mate of mine, mate, grew up with. Honestly, grew up with. Then, you just like miss, but see each other now and again, if you're in town and they're in town, you just. And anyway, I found out that his mother died. Someone came and told me, knocked on the door. I said, "Did you know that?" I said, "Yeah, what?" She said, "She died." I went, "Go away." So at the time, I went to the Echo. No, I went to the phone, the Echo up. And I said, the lady's name. Because I used to go down and see her every Boxing, Christmas Eve when it was going out. Going into town, I used to pop in and give her a Christmas card and a box of chocolates. Every Christmas. And you think, where's he coming out with here? And when she died, the woman on the end of the phone said to me, "What's her name?" And I said, "It's Mrs." And she said, "No, what's her first name?" And I said, "I don't know. I don't know her first name." So from a little kid, a little nipper running around, right up to when that lady died, I didn't know her first name. I only knew her as Mrs. See what I mean? So there's the respect. Our mates going to school, then going to work or whatever, then going out. If you've ever seen them, you go, "Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Hello, Mr. Smith. Hello, Mr. Smith. Hello, Mr. Jones." It's true, that. It's true. So there's your respect. And the Reggie says, what game? It really does give you a boost every time you watch it. The Reggie, I love semolina. Try that Mackay strawberry jam. Put that in it. Mamma mia. Watch the celebrations. It was awesome being there right outside the Spying Cop. Reggie, you've let me down, bro. Stop by loving their semolina. That's a top respect, says Ali Danus. Yeah, it is. It is. You can't go through life. You can't go through life. I've always said, even to my daughter, my grandkids, if you show, and even to my mates, by the way, I've said this too, if you show a little respect to somebody, they'll show a little respect back. If you smile at somebody, they'll smile back. That's always been my philosophy. Show a little respect. Never, ever, ever, ever talk behind people's backs. Never do that. If you can't say it to the face, don't say it at all. I'm sorry about this itch. It's an itch. I always get this bloody thing comes out on me all the time. All the time. It's horrible. And when I put this bloody cream on, it kills me. It burns me. That thing's moving on its own. That thing's moving on its own. I'm touching it, look. It's moving on its own. That's weird, that. That's weird, that. That's mad, that. It was moving on it. I don't know where there it is up there. Why was that moving on its own? Oh, that's mad, that. Oh, the red you. Humour is in our DNA, James. Oh, yeah, look. It's all humour, what you expect from Scousers. Jeez. That was weird, that. It really was weird. The arrow was going all over the place. Clicking. I wasn't using it. Love this channel. It's so genuine. Oh, thank you, Solo. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. But nowadays, there is a very low respect left in people. Yeah. No, there isn't. And M says, Jay, I try not to smile. I will when I've been to tea. Because he lost his teeth through there and through no fault of his own. He told me, but I'll leave him to tell you. I'm not saying how he lost him. Shocking. Jay, stop it, Frank. I'll send the kids like Ghostbusters. My eldest is down in their car. James. Then to you, Solo, you are right being the sinner. I can't be nice to a blue-nosed toffee or scum United fan. And laughs. But listen, boys and girls, Frank Getting's illusional. I better call the doc. Sees the dead you. Oh, you should have seen this going. Honestly, mad. It's really bad, this. I haven't got a cold or anything. It's just that all around here, my neck, scalp. Anyway, I'll finish the show. See you all tomorrow, hopefully. I'm doing a conspiracy theory show, if you fancy it. And the likes of LeBron James and what you're saying and about, you know, chartered standard, whatever. Join me on Friday. Join me Friday. Because I'm telling you, I'll have a go at them. Tonight wasn't the time. Tonight was football. Whatever football we got out. James. Great show, Frank. Until the next time you ever walk alone, my Scouse brothers. Oh, that lovely. Thanks, James. I'll be itching all night now. Fuck. That's the Tourette's set in then. That's you. Last and this generation, respect has been bred out of most. You wouldn't think so. Absolutely. Red, I've mentioned it loads of times. When you think, God, blimey, this is terrible. It's really killing me. When you think, you know, I've never ever, only formal. Do you know when you were kids and you'd always said, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Worden? Whatever. Right. I've never, ever, by any younger generation, been called Mr. True that. Never. And James says, what's that? 8 o'clock as usual. It's always 8 o'clock with me. Always 8 o'clock. And so, see, what you've got to think of about conspiracy theories. If I say something, or you say something, and you know it's the truth, someone could just spin that by saying, that's a conspiracy, that. That's a conspiracy theory. See what I mean? Honestly. No. Jason sent me a thing. Invite for conspiracy theories, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Cheers. That's like a link. If anyone wants to come on, if they're feeling fit or not. And Jay says, James, you don't want him knocking. He's like a marshmallow, man. I think he went out today with the dog in his pocket. See you tomorrow, Frank, please. Join us. It's a cracking show, as every show he does is. Oh, thank you, that's you. Thank you so much. Vent your anger as well. The greatest conspiracy theories, but they stem from the truth. Give you two. The death of John F. Kennedy, when they said that Harvey Lonsdale, no, it wasn't Harvey Lonsdale Elms, I'm sorry. He built the St. George's Hall. Lee Harvey Oswald, you know, assassinated JFK. No, he didn't. And remember when he said, I'm a patsy? When he was being led through, a couple of seconds later, bang, shot them, bing, gone. Think about it. The grassy knoll. Think about it. Marilyn Monroe. Her death. See, when you say, no, she was murdered there. No, drug overdose. That's a conspiracy theory you're coming up with. No, not Harvey Lonsdale Elms ain't getting the murder. Well, Harvey's getting the blame. Assassinating JFK. Anyway, 100 years after his death. But anyway, you know, Lee Harvey Oswald, James Earl Ray, who's he? James Earl Ray, and Martin Luther King. That was good, that. Thank you. That's you. Cocoa and cookies. That's my downfall. Biscuits. You might get flagged, so we have to be careful. What gets said, of course. I had a hard-hitting show last Friday, didn't I? The Yusuf. Frank, if you had to become UK Prime Minister, what's the first thing you'd do? There's a few, actually. And what I'd do, the first thing, is lift the ban on freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is gone. It's just like what James said there. You might get flagged, so we have to be careful what's being said. Think about that. And the fucking next is stop giving money to Ukraine. Stop giving money to Israel. Look after our 4.5 million children below the poverty line. Look after our elderly. Fucking billions were given to arms industries to make these fucking big bombs to give away to Israel, to Ukraine, and give them cash. Billions. That's what I'd do. Fucking stop all that. You're right there, it was. Do you know, I'm not being funny. I get a decent pension, you know, private one. And I can't afford to heat me up. I know that sounds mad. Can't. Jay's been down to me up, and he knows. It's fucking shocking. And, you know, there's people way softer than me. They can't afford it. That's true. I feel sorry for our elderly. I feel sorry for the kids going to school without breakfast. Little kids, little children. Solo says, people get offended too easily today. You've only got to open your mouth and you're called a racist, an anti-Semitist, an homophobic, an Islamophobic. And, you know, it's just nuts. That's so easy to label a person if you say something. I remember when I was already on Facebook and you see a fella. It was a shocking photo. And you see him on the beaches of Kent, I think. Was it Kent? Yeah, Kent. And he's holding his child. He was dead. He was getting out of it, you know. And, was the child dead? And anyway, you see him, and the little child's limp like that. And what I said, he was, you know, one of these boat people. And all as I said was, shame on the dad for bringing his son through dangerous waters. That's all I said. I got called a fucking racist for saying that. And an Islamophobe for saying that. Until someone spoke up on their post and said, no, Frank's not like that. Frank's a good egg. That's what the girl said. Never got a fucking apology, though, off these pricks who call me a racist. Say it's so easy, isn't it, to call anybody. And, you know, with the likes of this P. Diddy fella and LeBron James, someone will find a way to call us a racist because LeBron James is a black lad. Why aren't I a racist against Trent Arnold, Joey Gomez, Mo Salah, the rest of them, Virgil, Gravenberch? Hey, why aren't I a racist against them? Fucking useless, pathetic pricks. Youssef, Frank, there is more freedom of speech in it, and say, yeah. But what I don't agree with is with Georgina, the Prime Minister. Melly. Fucking hugging Zelensky. Because I know lads over there. Fucking fuming at it. She's up in fucking town. She's like a yo-yo. She's saying, no, we're not giving arms again. No, that's it. Finish, fucking. And then fucking greeting them going, oh, what you want, you need anything? Yeah, I'll give you all this. Fuck off. Sorry to swear. I'm going to get banned now. James says, Youssef, there's no free speech globally, I think. You're right. Solo, tune into Frank's show tomorrow about current issues and such. You'll enjoy it. I call it the Truth Stream. It's so easy to accuse, says Solo, but not to read. They never do retract. They never do. Accusations everywhere. It's nuts. It's nuts. Not asked anyway. I've been born for 6 European Cups in a red shirt. 7 on its way. 6 years. Absolutely. I can't stand semolina and the torture. What's prison food in school? When I was at school, a little infant and a little junior, and you used to get free dinners, like, you know, and we used to sit in the canteen by the school, and we used to go up with our tray, and the pudding, never forget the pudding, was this, like, coconut on top, and this little square fucking thing, which was cake, and jam in the middle, the cake, and custard. Oh. And I remember the teacher out of the canteen lady went out. Does anyone want second? Because there was only, like, you know, they all leave. And I was sitting there talking to my mate about football, actually, about our school teams. What are you, kid? Not school team, but, you know, playing after the school. And she said, any seconds? Right over. Right over. Got tense, never mind seconds. Great. Great. Frank, do you know why it's called Player of the Match and not hang on? Why it's called Player of the Match and not Man of the Match? Yeah. It's all this woke stuff. It's all this LGBTQ or whatever it's fucking called. That's why. It's a spokesperson, not a spokesman or hang on. You can't even say a chairman nowadays. It's a chairperson. I always remember, I questioned this. Now, this is going back years ago when I was, lecturing. I went and said, no, I ain't informed. And I walked, I always, the blackboard, I always had a chalk and used to write something. And I used to do diagrams, whatever I was talking about, diagrams, which were very important at the time. And I walked in one night and gone the blackboard. You know, there was a big thing down, a big shutter, because it was one of them roll-up ones, you know. A big shutter was down. And I went, and anyway, I said to one of the students, I said, do us a favour, go along there and see if you can see, or just ask somebody to send up the caretaker. And when that happened, they came back less than 10 seconds with this principle. And I said, I can't get this up. And he went, she said, oh no, it's shut now, you're using that. And I was wondering what this thing was in the corner. This board, a whiteboard. And I went, what's that? She said, it's the whiteboard now. We can't use blackboard. I said, why? She said, because it's black and it offends people. I said, you're joking. I said, who's offending? I said, it's not offending. I said, this offending you, you know, to a... No. And I said, will this offend anybody using a whiteboard? So where's the difference? Where's the balance? Where's the balance? It's ridiculous. I said, this is going to make it worse on people. People won't accept this. Because they'll say, why is this happening? It's just ridiculous. And I'm going back years ago. But you can use a whiteboard. I can't move this. The Italian Prime Minister was supposed to change Italy, yes, for the best, but she keeps backtracking on political subjects. America are right behind her, saying you do what we say. That's what it is. America. Solo, America. Edward, it's so you don't upset the footballers like this PC BS has gone too far. Yes. Right, I'm going to shut off now. Turkey drummers, chips and beans. Edward, beans and cheese on toast. Beans and cheese on toast. Pie dinner was the one back in the day, yeah. Do you know, living on my own, I've never once sent out for a meal. And I'd love to do it because I've got no fucking menus to phone up these people. I went up to Francine's on Sunday for a roast dinner, and I haven't had one for years. That's true, that, honestly. And you say, oh, well, I don't go out Christmas. God, blimey, this bleeding cake. And I went, I said, nah, for enjoy it. And it was pleasant. And Francine was on the phone, and Sophia was on the phone. Ben went upstairs, my grandson, to talk and play games with fellas in America. All around the world, whatever. So we're sitting there like a big lemon as usual. I wasn't that bad. Used to jump out the windows in my school whilst they were teaching. There's another yummy plate there. Souness got slagged off for saying the match was men. Yeah, going at it, yeah. Can't say nothing. Stupid. America is behind everything corrupt. That's fact. You're right, James. They tell you. There was a lad from, I watch it, the Grey Zone, and he said to this Matt Miller, a White House spokesman, he said, what right does America tell other countries what to do? What right do they have to tell other countries what to do? Think about that. Can't beat a good roast. I forgot what it tasted like. And they got a doggy back. Fucking big like a lamb, but half, meat off it. Bloody. I bought more lamb sandwiches with mint sauce on. And now we're all our phones watching you because you're boss, Frank. Oh, thank you. Someone phoned me today and I didn't know who it was. And I meant to phone them back because I had to do something. And, like get a shower and things. And by the time I got back, I just sat down. I said, sure, someone rang me. Fell asleep, as you do. I forgot to ring them back. That's the way it is with me. Frank is a legend. He's been a legend. Says Edward. Been saying that for years. If you had known me in 1999, I said then in a lecture, the police, America are trying to police the world. They have been. Ever since the Cold War, before the Cold War, the ending of the First World War. Only one Prime Minister has stood up to him, to America, and that was Harold Wilson. When Lyndon Baines Johnson, the then president, who was involved, in my opinion, with the Kennedy assassination, and he became president. And he said to Harold Wilson, our British Prime Minister, the fella from Iton, 2 dogs fighting, and he said, I want your boys to come over to Vietnam. Just looked at him, he said, my boys are going nowhere near Vietnam. You dug the hole, keep digging it. Or fill it in and get out. Harold Wilson. Took no fucking messing. And that's what I said. I said, but there are superpowers, James. I said, there are superpowers that they will never, ever police. That's Russia and China. Look what they're doing in Russia. Doing a proxy war. If you think that no Americans are in Ukraine fighting them, or in case they're surrounded, they're staying there, just picking them up every day. So they are scared of America because if they pull out of NATO, this is why Europe wanted to build a European army. Spot on there, Solo. Spot on. But NATO's finished. NATO is absolutely finished. I'll tell you what else is finished, which is more useless than trying to set fire to a piece of wet paper. Trying to light a paper that's soaking wet. You'll never light it. So it's as useless as that. And that's the United Nations. America run the United Nations. NATO is America. That's why if they wanted to go into Russia, they want everyone, all the country to go at them. And they want to take on China. What they want, what America wants are resources. Their resource, all countries' resources. They're not your friends. The thieves, they're in Syria now. The Syrians can't get rid of them. And they're standing there and taking their oil. They're stealing their oil. What's the EU doing? And what's the UN doing? United Nations? The European Union? Fuck all. Nothing. Go ahead. What are they doing about Gaza and Netanyahu? A genocide. And you hear that Smotrich or whatever his fucking name is. He wants to take everywhere. He wants to take Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, keep going south, Saudi. He wants to take everywhere. Iraq, Iran, right down to the Yemeni coast. The river to the sea, as they say. And he said, this Smotrich, or whatever his name is, and he said, God, this is God's land. This is what he's told us. This is what God wants. What kind of a fucking God tells you to slaughter, murder people? That's what it's all about. Do you think that anyone will be left alive with this lot going through? No one's saying nothing. Now, you notice America says, we're good, you're bad. And they picked an axis. All of a sudden, the fucking axis has come up. And that axis of evil is North Korea, Kim Jong-un, him, Russia, Putin, Jinping, China, and Iran. Isn't it funny how they want to go to war with them? And whatever you read or listen to in the Western narrative, it's all lies, it's all propaganda, it's all misinformation and disinformation. Everything. Shocking. Anyway. Solo says, I think eventually NATO will go in. They won't go. They went in. They went into fucking Kursk. Now they're surrounded. They can't get out. They've surrounded thousands, getting picked off every day. Solo. That's not Ukraine. Ukraine, they've got no fucking army. They've been slaughtered. I watched a footage today of this young lad being dragged off the street and his mother screaming at these soldiers getting thrown into a van to get to the fucking front line. No one wants to join the army. It's horrible, shocking. So Solo, they're already there, mate. They're being slaughtered. Believe me, they are, honestly. They're surrounded. They're trapped. In other words, they're trapped. Did they ever get to the nuclear plant? The Kursk nuclear plant? That was the goal. That was the target. Fucking nowhere near it. Just getting slaughtered. Keep them here. Fucking don't let them go. And they're picking them off every day. Honestly. Google saying North and South a career of fighting. Oh, there you fucking go. Kicked off. And North Korea are a nuclear power, you know, by the way. I hope you know that. If you didn't know, you know now. All our politicians do is give meaningless speeches, say so. Been doing it for years. Solo. James, they hate each other to the public, but they are all the same, in the same bed together. So, yeah, they are. You've only got to look at Russia, they're all, and Ukraine, they're all Slavic. They're all Slavic people. If you think all Ukrainian, you know, they used soldiers and that, you know, there's loads surrendering because they don't want to fucking fight Russia. Not they don't want to fight them. They're Slavic. They're Slavic. They're the same as Russians. Yeah, I used to lecture about the Soviet Union. All the fucking same. And it's only been since 1954, you know, Ukraine. If that. Forget now. And that was only through Khrushchev, Nikita Khrushchev. And billions to other countries while their own people suffer. Spot on there. It's a washing machine, Ukraine. How many homes now has Zelensky got? How many homes? James, true blow. Yep. They're all in the bed. I mean, they need to bring more of that. Fucking what more? What are they going to do? Do you mean more NATO troops into Kursk? That's escalation, though. And Putin's warned any fucking interference because they want to send missiles. We'll be attacked. Europe will be attacked. And America. You think America, you know, you get fellas, you know, in America and women, you know, they're all out doing line dancing and everything else, having good times. They haven't a fucking clue what's going on in America. Haven't a clue. And when you get the demonstrations against the Palestinians, what have they done? Close down freedom of speech, you can go to fucking jail. Do it there as well. Do as us. Do as we say, Britain. No free speeches about Palestine. We're good. They are bad. Palestinians, children, women, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, cousins, being slaughtered. Think about that. They're all saying the Hamas. Fuck off. They're not, every one of them. Listen, boys, I'll have to go to bed. James, look at what they're doing to their own people after the hurricane. Yeah. $770. Yeah. But you must have lost your house, otherwise they're not eligible, but billions to Ukraine and other countries. Yeah. Israel included in that, by the way. And people, you know, where I go on, they're all screaming about the border. They're allowing illegal immigrants in. It's just true. No. Solo. No. Believe it, fella. Believe it. The Russian army is not declining. The Russian army is building. Building. I don't know what you're reading or looking at. Honestly, solo, lad. No way. Good love causing trouble and banning the truth, says the Red Jew. Yes. I know Red Jew says solo. Say no more when they want the military to be transsexual is absolutely disgusting. No transsexuals in the Russian army. Do you realise how many they've got? Got nearly 3 million soldiers. And you're saying that decline. I don't know what you're reading or looking at, mate, honestly. And they've got the best weapons in the world. I don't know whether you're aware of that. Remember the press last year? They're fucking fighting with shovels. They've knocked out every super weapon the West has sent to Ukraine. Every single one of them. From planes to tanks to HIMARS to everything the Russians have got. Bang, gone. Unless you're reading something different. I'm going to go to bed after this. There are lots of Nazis in Ukraine, but that's just a conspiracy, of course it is. Precisely, the Banderites. Every year, they celebrate Stepan Bandera's birthday. Every year. And he was a top boy for the Nazis. The top boy. They celebrate it. Putin said, didn't he, as soon as we get there, we're taking his fucking statues down. Solo. Good night, everyone. Good night, Solo. World War III, Crimbo. Ukraine is even before all this, even the Western press was saying how corrupt Ukraine is. Anyway, people, I'll just leave on that. Thank you so much. Sorry to go on and fucking hell. Got to watch your film. Who was that Nazi, Frank? I've never heard of him. I'll tell you hello tomorrow night about him. Is that all right? Edward, I can't tell you now. He killed over 400,000 Jews. He had them lined up and massacred in Ukraine. You've got the Azovs in Ukraine, Nazi insignia and everything. You're fucking told that about that, you know, by the British press. See you tomorrow at 8 p.m, Frank. Chat Scouts was before anyone. Yeah, that's us. Yes. Frank watch streams. Thanks. Go, people, right now. See you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you on Thursday for the football show. If I don't see you Thursday, I'll see you Friday for current affairs. And if I don't see you for the current affairs, see you Saturday morning for the film and TV review.